Hello, everybody. Hope you guys can see and hear me okay. Oops, I just dropped something. Oh my God. Okay, did you hear that, Mello? That wasn't good. Hope everybody can see and hear me okay. Let me go over to the comment section. And it doesn't look like anybody is saying they cannot hear or see me. So hold on 1 minute. I got to get something that kind of fell off a little bit here. All right, sometimes you got stuff that's falling all over the place. Okay, so now I'm fixed. I'm good. Okay, so it looks like everybody can see and hear me because I don't see you guys saying that you can't. So it looks like we are good. So hello, everybody. Welcome to Embroidery Happy Hour. And for those of you that are watching me for the first time, I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts. This topic this week is going to be holiday gift ideas. So there are going to be several things that I'm going to be showing you guys so that you guys can probably think about giving them as holiday gifts or even something that you may want to consider selling. Totally up to you. Just wanted, to share some ideas that I thought and see what you guys think. Okay. So another thing also is I have a couple of announcements that I do want to make with you guys. Okay. So I've already started to launch the 12 days of Giftmas series on the channel. So what's going to happen is every week I'm going to be launching one of these videos. And in the videos, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a unique Christmas gift for someone. Okay. I'm going to show you some of them. Oh, Mello's in the way. Isn't that something? Okay. Mello, can you move a little bit, honey? Okay. My Mello's a little bit under the weather, but I think he's getting a lot better, right? Right, Mello? You feeling better? Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things that the video is going to be showing you guys how to do, okay? I figured these would be really cute gift ideas that you can make for some of your friends and your family and stuff. So I figured let me just do like 12 days of Giftmas. And then, so it could be a little fun. So if it's something that interests you, you can follow the video and you can see exactly how I did it. Okay. So let me show you guys examples of some of the stuff that you're going to see in some of the videos. Okay. I'm going to have one of the videos where it's going to show you how to do the actual dinner napkins. Okay. And one of the things that I like to do in these videos is despite whatever machine you have, if you have a single needle or you have a multi-needle, I will show you guys how to hoop each of these projects in those videos. Okay. So don't worry, if you see that I'm like, embroidering it on a multi-needle or a single needle, don't worry about it. You can do it on either. Okay. It's just that I don't like to leave anybody out because, I have folks that watch me that use single needle machines and multi needle machines. And I kind of like to cater to both if I can. Okay. So in one of them, you're going to see how to do the dinner napkins. And in this actually particular one, I actually kind of changed it up a little bit. Okay. What I did was this is an embroidery design of a Christmas tree. And if you look really closely at it, okay, here you may not see it too clear because this is a gift that I'm doing for my cousin. And here's another one. Okay, I'm doing them all in different colors. You can see the letter C is embroidered on top of the Christmas tree. So I actually kind of show you how to do this. You don't have to use the design that I have, but it was just an idea because sometimes what happens is people kind of like make the dinner napkins and they just put initials, which is cool, but I was thinking, hey, why don't we incorporate designs and initials on them, right? So I thought it was just something different, something that you guys may want to explore. So that's like I'll have one of the videos doing that. Okay. In another video, one of the things that I also embroider are the aprons, and aprons are pretty popular. Okay. And I also do show you, in case you guys do like the design that I got, where I got it from, so you guys can get it if you want to. But you don't have to do the same designs that I do or the same fonts or anything like that. But, it kind of like, gives you an idea of certain things you can do, right? So one with apron, showing you guys how to hoop it and all that kind of stuff and everything. I thought this came out really nice. This was new designs that I found on Etsy. I thought these were like super cute. They came in like a set. Okay. And because I like these so much, I also did in another design, kitchen towels. Okay. Now, in the video with the kitchen towels, which I think that's video day number, hold on, I'll tell you right now in a minute. I have the list. Okay, I have it. Well, I had it. Okay, I do have the list. Okay, what day is that? On the kitchen towels is, oh, okay. Thought I wrote it down. No, I just, okay, I think it's day 2 or 3. I'm not sure. Okay, but let's move on. Don't worry about it. I'll find the schedule and I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be. Okay. So one of the things that I like about these kitchen towels is usually I actually use another brand of kitchen towels, right? But then I started looking at these, and one of the things that I like about these is that they have a strip. Okay. Now, these were bought this way, but you don't have to buy them like this. One of the things that I liked about these kitchen towels is I was looking at it, and I'll even I share this in the video, that this is just really a strap of fabric that they went and they just sewed on the edge. So I was like thinking, if you have extra straps of fabric, doesn't have to be Christmassy, it can be for whatever holiday you, if you have, if you really think about it, if you have something for Valentine's Day, if you have something for Easter or something like that, or summery, or something for the fall for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I really did like the idea of just taking a strip of fabric and just sewing it to the end. And I was thinking you could even go even further and you can embellish it with maybe like a ribbon or something like that. I mean, there's just so many different possibilities that you can do with that. So what I did was I actually just embroidered this for Christmas, okay? And I thought this was a really cute idea. I really liked the idea of having the ends. So I shared that in one of the videos, okay? Now, in the first one, which is already on there and it's live, is I went and I showed you guys how to make little gift card holders. Okay. Now, what I really liked about this project is especially for beginners. Okay. And if you just got a single needle machine and it's a sewing / embroidery combo machine, this is a perfect project. And it's perfect project because you're getting to combine some of your sewing skills together with your embroidery skills. So in the back, what I did was I did the monogram, embroidering it, and then we just cut it, and this was just a simple sew, okay, for you to go ahead and just create the pocket. All right. Now, and then I just put like a little snap on it. Okay. You don't have to do a snap if you don't want to. You could do Velcro. I even show you in the video that if you have some elastic, you could even put elastic on the sides over here just so that the lip of the can be tucked in, and you can do it that way. Good idea for you to use if you want to give away a gift card or something like that for Christmas. You can put this in their stocking and stuff like that. So really neat idea. I show you exactly how to do it. So this is already live, and I figured I could use some of this. I call it cardstock. Now I'm going to tell you, this is not vinyl, okay? And I explained that to you guys in the video also, because you guys know I like to be as honest as possible, okay? If you can probably maybe get this cheaper in Timo or something like that, I do not recommend this for in the hoop projects, okay? If you have in the hoop project, because this is not vinyl. This, if you really think about it, it's like paper with like plastic on top. That's really what it is. It tears. Okay. So that's why I'm saying, all right, for this project, I think this works great because it's just a gift card holder and they can probably use it, to put their business cards in it or something like that, but for something that you really need, like something really with strength and stuff like that, don't recommend this. Okay. So I'm just, just letting you guys know. All right. So as you can see, there's a couple of things. Let me see. Yeah. And then I showed you guys that. Okay, now the one that I filmed yesterday, which I think you guys are really gonna like a lot, was this. Okay. These are pretty popular during the holidays. Okay. You see it all the time. People are embroidering the toilet paper. Now, you guys know that I don't like waste, okay? I'm just one of those that I'm very, very frugal and stuff like that. So, whenever I see that people are actually embroidering on the toilet paper, I'm like, okay, I mean, that's what you like, then that's fine. However, though, I thought about using a reusable toilet paper cover. So, what this actually is, it's really just a sleeve, okay? This is made out of fleece, okay? This is just fleece. I cut it up, I embroidered the fleece, and I added the elastic. And I show you that in the video on how to do this, okay? The reason why I prefer this method is because, first of all, you're not wasting any toilet paper, okay? And the second thing that I love is that if you were actually embroidering on the toilet paper, and let's say you run out of toilet paper, somebody's gonna have to use it. So then what they're gonna do, they're gonna tear it out, and then all that beautiful, beautiful embroidery that you do is gonna go in the trash. Okay. So if you do this, what I like is then you can just take this and you just wrap it around your toilet roll. Just wrap it around the roll and you got it decorated. And if you need to use the toilet paper roll, then fine, you can use the toilet paper roll. It's not a big deal. And then guess what? At the end of the season, you can take this and you just pack it away with the rest of your Christmas decorations. And next year, you don't have to redo this because you already have it. So you can do like a whole collection of your embroidery for the toilet paper cover, and it's reusable. And another thing that I like also is you can gift these as well. And then let's not even just think holidays, okay? Let's say you really like this and it's like a really big thing in your home and a lot of people like it. When they go to the bathroom, they see it, they're like, oh, that's so cute. Why are you just making it for Christmas? You can make this for, as as just a cute little joke for when people go to the bathroom and stuff and they see it. Or you can do one for Valentine's Day. You can do one for Easter. You can do them, you know what I'm saying? You can do it for all year round. Okay. So, and because they are reusable, you don't have to throw it in the trash. So I kind of I like this idea, and I did share. I'm going to be sharing it in one of the gift miss videos on how I actually do this. I also have a couple of options for you to use as the enclosure, okay? Like the vinyl, or you can do a snap, or you can do elastic, okay? So this was another one. And then I do have a couple of others that will be in there. But just want to let you guys know those videos are going to be released on a weekly basis, okay? God, do I have a schedule? Okay, so every week a new video is going to come out for the gift miss series. The last video will be on December 12th. Okay, so the reason why I chose to do it this way is because during this season, right, from now to December 12th, if you see something that interests you, you have plenty of time to go out, get whatever materials you want, or just to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you like the idea and you want to do it exactly, you can. Or if you just like the idea and you just want to do something but your own little version, go for it. You know what I mean? So it's just something that I just wanted to like share with you guys about that. Another thing that I wanted to announce with you guys also is the gift exchange link is live. Okay, it is open, it is live, it is ready for you guys to register. Okay, now when you go to the Elster link, okay, there are some rules there that I posted out there, and please, please, please read them. Okay, as a matter of fact, one of the things that I should do right now while I have you guys on the line is maybe I will go on this site right now and I'm going to explain some of the rules. And I do know that there were some questions about some of the some of the things on there. So I'm going to try to address some of that right now. Okay. So let's talk about some important dates. All right. So as I told you guys, the link right now is in our Facebook group. Okay. And it is open for registration. So if you're interested in doing it, you can click on the link and you can register. However, though, I want to tell you guys what this is about. Okay. Because some of you guys probably have never done this before and really are probably like, okay, Jeanette, what the heck is this? What are you talking about? Okay. So let me give you a little bit of history. Okay. This is the third year that I am actually doing this. Now, what this gift exchange is that everyone goes in, whoever wants to join. Okay. You don't have to, it's completely optional. You go in there, and if you decide that you want to join, you want to participate, what it is that you go ahead, you put in your name, you put in your information. Now, on a certain day, I am going to close registration. So that means nobody else can join. And then the system is going to go ahead and it's going to start drawing names. Now, when it starts to draw names, it's going to pair you with someone. All right. That means that you're going to be assigned a person that you're going to actually create a gift for. So when you create that gift, what you're going to do is you have that person's name and address and stuff, and then you get to ship the gift out. Now, the reason why I do this is because there are, us as crafters, we're always creating stuff for other people. And when we create stuff, a lot of it is handmade. We make it personalized and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you have friends that, they wish they were crafty like you and stuff, but they just aren't, right? So what happens is you really sometimes don't get the same experience as when you're giving your gifts to friends, right? I personally, the reason why I did that is because when I had someone that made a face mask for me and they did my logo on it, and it was just gorgeous. And the feeling that I got when I opened that package, it was really indescribable. It was really nice. It brought tears to my eyes. I was just like, wow, somebody took the time to think of me so much that they made a gift specially for me. So I wanted to share that, and I wanted to share that with you guys in the community, because I got a feeling that a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about, getting something that is so extremely special, So that's why I started this, and it has been pretty successful. And as every year goes by, the group, the number of folks that have joined this exchange has grown, and it has been pretty successful. Last year, one of the things that I did was at the end of the gift exchange, right before Christmas, I did a show and tell embroidery happy hour, which means that if you like, you don't have to, but if you like, I will share the link and you guys can get on the happy hour with me and you can show off the special gift that you received from your secret Santa. Okay. So it was a lot of fun. The creativity was like off the charts. I mean, there were so many beautiful gifts, so that folks have made. So I really want to keep that tradition. A lot of people enjoyed it. They really loved opening up that gift. So I really, I was like, absolutely, I will continue to do this on an annual basis as long as I possibly can. So it is open. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some real important dates though. Okay. So as you know, I've opened and posted the link this morning, and already we do have several people that have signed up. Okay. The deadline to sign up for this is going to be October 27th, and that's on a Friday. Okay. So you still have time to think about it, or whatever, or if you have questions or concerns, reach out to me, let me know, just post it on Facebook, ask the question there, because just in case someone else has the same question, when I answer it, everybody can see. Okay. So on the 28th, after I close the registration on the 27th, on the 28th is where I'm going to have the system draw the names. Okay. So by the next day, you should be able to see who you have been assigned to give a gift to. Now, if you don't see that, please let me know and I will make sure to get the information to you. All right. Now, all the gifts that you make, okay, should need to be mailed out by December 8th. The reason why I chose December 8th, I mean, if you mail it out on the 9th or 10th, that's fine. But the reason why I'm saying December 8th is because, during the holiday season, the mail office gets really, really, really busy. And I want to make sure that everybody gets their gift in time so that when we do embroidery happy hour, if you want to wait till that time to open it up or whatever, you can. Everyone got their gift. All right. So, the embroidery happy hour show and tell will be on December 22nd. Okay. So I have a schedule all out there. So let me also tell you about the rules. Okay. Let me see, what did I put in there? All right. All right, you have to be a US citizen, okay, resident. I did have one person last year that wasn't a US citizen. That says resident, okay, but that was okay. I chose that person because that person really did want to participate. I know there are some people that do watch me that are not part of the US, and I got it and stuff. But the thing is, unfortunately, it is expensive to really ship from out of the US to other countries. And I am trying to always think about cost, okay? Now, some folks have asked about a $20 limit that they see when they go on the exchange, right? The $20 limit is, I'm just saying, please don't spend more than $20 in material, okay? I'm not, I want it to be as economical for everybody as possible. Everybody has different financial situations. I know that everything, everything has been going up, but our checks, okay? That I know for sure. So, what's really important to me is that everybody has a great, great time creating the gifts, making the gift, and when they receive it, opening it. That's really what this is really all about. Is just really to have an opportunity to make something for someone that makes things for other people as well. As crafters, I think that, I think we all know what I'm trying to say here. Okay. So the other thing that I ask also is it is so important to me that everybody receives a gift. Okay. If you are uncertain that you will be able to make a gift for someone and send it out, please do not consider joining it. Okay. The reason being is that, it can really be a terrible feeling when you spend your time creating something for someone and you mail it out. And then in return, you don't get anything. Okay. The whole purpose of this is to help each other feel good, not to help each other feel bad. Now, if there is something that, God forbid, happens, an emergency and stuff like that, because that has happened, okay, in the past, I ask that you please reach out to me so I can work with you to make sure that that person actually gets something, okay? Now, another thing also is some of you guys have noticed that after you register, there's something called like a wish list, and there's like, it takes you to like some Amazon sites and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Well, this site, okay, I guess the way it makes its money is that, it kind of like wants you to buy stuff, okay? I don't want you getting anything, okay? This is not about buying anything, okay? So just ignore those links. What you should just be doing is just focusing, making sure you have the name and the address of the person that you're supposed to be gifting to, create the gift, and then just mail it out, okay? It's just, this is the Efster gift exchange is something that a lot of people use. It's not just for folks that just make things and sends them out, but it's something that a lot of people use. So, like for offices and stuff like that. So, don't worry about that. Just ignore it. All it is just, register. And then when I draw the names, you'll be assigned to someone and then we'll be good to go. Okay. All right. So I took a long time for announcements, didn't I? 24 minutes. Is that something? I talk fast. Okay. So anyway, But yeah, so all right, so let's get to the good stuff, okay? All right, so I talked about the announcements, okay, which is the gift miss, and I also told you guys about the gift exchange, okay? And like I said, oh, also, if you were in a previous gift exchange, okay, and I'm serious about this, guys, and you did not get a gift like you were supposed to, please, please let me know. The reason why I say that is because I don't want folks joining this if they're not going to be committed to doing what they're supposed to do. Okay. So just let me know, because I really don't want this to happen to someone else. So I just asked that up front. Okay. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, today's topic. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even mention to you guys about the sew and quilt show that I went last week. Last week, I'll just touch on it for like about 5 minutes, okay? Just, last week was the sew and quilt show. It went really, really good. I really liked all of the quilts that they had over there and stuff like that. I got the VIP package, okay? So when I got the VIP package, they had like two bags that you could select from. They had this one, and then they had, I think the other one was pink. I liked this bag because I like the diversity on the bag. Okay. So I was just like, oh, I love that, because that's what I'm all about. You know what I mean? So I got that. And then another thing that I got was I got like a clear project bag, which this came really handy. So that way I got to put all my supplies for all my serger classes. Okay. I did take a couple of serger classes. I did learn a lot, so I will be making some videos to share with you guys some of the tips and tricks that I learned on using sergers, okay? I do want to incorporate the serger with some embroidery techniques, so I figured that would be really cool. A lot of the projects that I actually made in the class, they came out okay. They showed, these are some of the bags that I made in some of the classes. Okay. They came out kind of cute. I thought it was all right. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. Okay. One of the nice things that I liked was they did teach you how to put in zippers using the serger and stuff, which really kind of taught me about the extra foot that comes with the serger that I did. I knew I had it, but I really didn't know how to use it. So that was very helpful. I think I'm going to be using some of these bags and stuff. They came out really, really cute. As you can see, my boxes are really okay. So yeah, I really got to work on my sewing skills. So that is one thing that I learned for sure. What was it? They even taught us how some people, I didn't know that people actually quilt when they are serging. This was a project that we got to work on in the class. This is actually a box, and as you can see, it's all serged and stuff. But they taught us how to do little quilts and stuff like that. So I thought this was kind of cute too. Now I have to be honest though, this was taught with piping. Okay, this is actually a cord. And I thought that was a neat technique that they taught me. So I'll make sure to put that in a video so you guys can see how to do the piping on a serger as well. And you know what? I was thinking also, if you don't have a serger, you could probably do the piping with a sewing machine. So we're going to explore that as well as too. So that way we can see how can we do this on a sewing machine. So that came out really, really cute. Let me see what else I got in here. Yeah, a lot of bags. This is another bag that, we did a lot of bags. Well, I did the five zippers and 5 bags with a serger class. This came out really nice. I think my corners came out a little bit better here. I mean, they're not 100, but hey, I mean, I'll take it, and then there were some other ones that didn't really come out that great, and this one came out decent. This is a little tissue to hold your tissues. This came out really, really cute. So I'll probably redo this project and do it in a video so you guys can do one too if you want. These will probably make cute Christmas gifts too, if you really think about it. Little tissue holder would make a cute Christmas gift. And then one of the things that you can do is in the back, embroider the person's names or initials. Very similar to the gift card holder, if you really think about it. So, here's an idea. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so it was really a nice event. It really was. There's not a lot of embroidery there because their focus there is mostly sewing and quilting, but I always like to go because they do have a lot of fabrics. They had a lot of beautiful fabrics. I had no business buying fabrics, so I didn't buy any fabrics because I need to use the fabrics that I have. Okay, so I don't want to turn into like a fabric hoarder. So I looked, but I did not actually buy any fabrics. Now, I did spend money there though. I ended up treating myself to a hat hoop for my multi-needle machine for the 10 needle. So now I have a hat hoop driver and stuff for the 6 and the 10. So now I should be good to go. The one that I got for the 10 needle is the one that is close to the brim of the hat. I thought that would be a really cute you know, uh, a good option to have for the hats and stuff because I just have the regular hat hoop. And then another thing that I bought was this little notebook. I thought this was a really cute notebook. A young lady was selling these. It's with vinyl. It's made with vinyl and stuff. And I thought she did a beautiful job. And I love the vinyl on here because it had like the sewing theme. So, I'd like to support other small businesses and stuff. And when I saw her sitting there and I saw all the vinyl, I was hanging out with the crafty Puerto Rican and I told Jenny, I said, oh, her vinyls are really cute. And I saw it was really good quality. And I saw how she sewed it. I think this is an in the hoop project. I'm not sure. I didn't ask, but I really liked it and I wanted to support. So I got one, so I was like, oh, this is like so cool. All right. My 5 minutes are up on talking on this. Oh, and let me show you something else I just did real quick. These are pretty popular. Okay, well, this kind, since I'm showing you guys, this kind of falls into the theme, okay, that we're supposed to be talking about tonight, which is holiday gifts and shop ideas, okay? These are called Snowman balls, okay? They are filled with polyfill. They have a whole bunch of designs. If you go on Etsy, you will see a whole bunch of designs for these. These are pretty easy to make. This I actually got off of Embroidery Garden. And they had a whole bunch of different sets. And if you buy the set, it comes with the template and stuff. This is fleece material that I made. I did all of this on the single needle machine. I didn't this was not even done on my multi needle. Really cute, really cute. The only issue that I had with these is that I had to be careful as I was making them because Mello kept thinking that they were for him, and I was like, no. So, I thought this is a really big hit. I actually was looking also on Etsy, right? And I was thinking, how much are those things really going for to sell? Right? If you were actually thinking about selling those little snowman balls, people are actually selling them for like $30 for a set of 6. Just something to let you guys know. Okay, since we're talking about holiday gifts and items to sell, this would probably be a good seller. Okay, and if you could come out and just make a cute little sack for them to have the carrying case with 6 balls, I think that would make a really good sell and stuff. So just want to let you know, I did see a couple of listings out there, and people had those in their carts, and they were selling for about like $30 for a pack of 6 of these. So I just wanted to let you guys look how cute those designs are. They are, and they had so many different designs. They also had orange ones for Halloween. So I thought that was cute too. Now I will say do they take a long time? Well, Once you do the first one, it might take a little bit because you're kind of new to the sewing pattern, right? So, and embroidering it and everything. But once you get the hang of making these, you can kind of do them in like in an assembly line format. And I bet you can like knock those snowman balls like so fast, and you can just sell them really really quickly. So just something to think about and stuff. So there you go, one item. Okay, that is really, let me see what else I have here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be honest with you, these will sell too. Reusable toilet covers, something to think about, just something to think about and stuff, because these are really 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 cute and stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably make a set, and then I will probably see if they're going to sell locally and stuff like that. So it's just something to think about. You may want to look into that and stuff. All right, so as you guys know, the holidays are almost like right on us. Okay, I mean, here we are in the month of October. At the end of this month, we got Halloween. After that is Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we are going to be rolling up our sleeves, and we're going to be doing a lot of work. Okay, so because the holidays are coming, I kind of thought this would be a really good topic for us to talk about. So I wanted to share with you guys some things that you really need to be thinking about, because these holidays are like really literally right around the corner. Okay, so let's talk about if you are going to do embroidery as a business this holiday. All right, we're gonna have to really start. This is really the time. It's now is the time that you are really gonna have to start pulling up those sleeves and start doing your homework so that you can get ready for that rush. Okay, so here are some of the things that you really need to think about. Okay, we need to start thinking about our supplies. Okay, if you haven't took the time to see what you have in hand right now, I highly recommend that this weekend look around. Look at your shipping supplies. Do you have enough mailing labels? Do you have enough shipping bags? Do you have enough tissue paper if that's something that you use? Do you have enough blanks? Do you have enough threads? Do you have enough bobbins? Do you have enough needles? This is the time. This is the time for you to actually sit in your sewing room and look around and start actually taking in that inventory and making sure that you have what you need. Okay, the last thing you want to do is during the rush of Christmas, when you have all these orders coming in, for you to be running out. That is not the time. That is not the stress that you want at that time. That it's not going to work. It trust me, been there. Okay, and it's not a good feeling. Okay, because you don't have time to be running around looking for inventory. Another thing that you want to consider as well. Okay, and I'm just giving you this as a heads up. When you are working on these Christmas orders, and we're in the month of December, and you're working and working and working, and you're running out of bobbins or fabric and stuff like that, it's going to be difficult for you to find certain things. And sometimes when you find them, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg for them. This is the time to do it. Trust me, okay? Because you can look around, you know where your shortages are, and then now you can take your time to see where you can replenish your supplies at the best prices, okay? You got to remember that if you don't keep your prices of your supplies low, then what happens is you're going to have to make either one or two things going to happen. Okay, either you're going to up the prices on your items, or you're going to take that loss, but it's going to come from somewhere. It's either going to come from your customer, and it's going to come from you. This is the thing. You don't want it to come from you, because if it comes from you, then that means that you are making less money. If you're making less money, I mean, it's like, dude, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're in business to make money. Okay, the other thing is the customer might have to eat the cost. If the customer eats the cost, that means you have to up your prices. If you up your price too high, okay, because you need to make up for that extra cost that you're spending, then what can happen is if someone else is offering the same item that you are at a lower price, then you can most likely lose that sale. And it's just you have to be kind of careful with it. Okay. Now, I do say that you cannot, don't, whatever you do, you never jip yourself. You never jip yourself. Okay. You want to make sure that you are pricing correctly. But the thing is, you want to price correctly, um, but you don't want to price outrageously. You want to be fair. That's how I look at it. Okay. Or that's me. Okay. If you want to be up there, okay, then do you. Okay. But me, I like to price my items fair. Okay. I don't, my thing is, I want my customers to feel that they got a quality product at a very good price. And I want to feel like I was able to create a quality product and be able to get a nice profit in return. Okay. I don't want my customers to walk away from me feeling like they got robbed. And I don't want to feel like I got taken advantage of. It's not a good feeling. So when I do fair pricing, I like to think that everybody winning. My customers are winning and I'm winning as well. But the thing is, if you don't take care of your supplies, right? And you're not buying them at a good price and you're not, buying them in advance so that way you can really take advantage of coupons and coupon codes and really search for the best bang for the buck, then what ends up happening is you're going to be paying more for your supplies, which means, like I said, either they're going to take the bite or you are. So you got to make sure that you kind of understands that. So we know the holidays are coming, okay? And you're going to be busy, all right? I don't know if you have an online store or I don't know if you're going to do sales locally, but those customers are going to come at you. And this is the other thing that you have to also think about. Sometimes customers don't think about their gifts in advance. They think about them last minute, okay? I get that all the time. I get oh my goodness, can you embroider my stockings? Last minute. Oh my goodness, can you embroider this blanket? Like 2 days before Christmas. I mean, like last minute. Okay. So you don't want that stress, that added stress of, I ran out of shipping bags. I ran out of bobbins. I ran out of thread and stuff like that. You want to make sure that your inventory is straight. Okay. The other thing is you got to get your shop ready. Okay. Whatever you do, make sure that you go through your shop, clean it up, make sure everything is organized because you're going to be doing your hustle. You're going to be doing your thing. Okay. So you don't have time to be looking for missing scissors and missing this, missing that. So organize it and organize it in a way that it flows with your process. Okay. I did an embroidery happy hour talking about how you want your process to flow in your shop. Okay. So how you have certain things in a certain way so that it can help you finish your orders easier. Okay. Do that. This is the time. Okay. It is not the time to do this stuff like in the month of December. The month of December, to me, you're already too late. November is not a good month either because it's Thanksgiving time. And if you do embroidery, trust me, you are going to be busy too because Thanksgiving, people are starting to decorate their homes in November. They are starting to decorate their homes for Thanksgiving. They're starting to decorate it for a whole bunch of stuff. So this is really the month that you really have to focus on getting your shop ready. Okay. Look, if you are selling on an online store or something like that, make sure that you are looking at your listings. Read them, make sure they're clear. If you need to make any changes, this is the time to do it. Look at your processing times, make sure that they are actually fair processing times, not to the customers. And I'm talking to you, okay, because the customers aren't making the items, you are. So if you have something listed that you say 1 day processing time, that means that person that buys it is probably going to be expecting something close to like what Amazon does, which is like next day shipping or something like that. Okay. You don't want to place yourself in a position where you have over 100 products and all those products are going to ship the next day. You can't make 100 products in a day. So make sure that you are pre-making your best-selling items so that when people actually order it, it's just grab it, bag it, ship it out. That way you could just focus on the personalized items. All right. So, and another thing is just look at those processing times. Make sure that it is processing times that you can meet. Okay. So, yeah, so you always have to make sure that you do that. All right. And another thing also is make sure that as you are going through the items that you offer for sale for holidays, make sure that you are pricing them correctly. Like I said, pricing them fair, pricing them right. Oh, thank you, Margot. Appreciate the super chat. Make sure that you are pricing them correctly. Okay. This is, take the time to look at it. Okay. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you could probably look, having a listing in there and go, oh my God, that was really low. Okay. Do your research. Look to see who else out there is probably offering something similar to what you are. What are they pricing their items at? Okay. You don't want to be the most expensive, but you certainly don't want to be the cheapest either. Okay. Remember also, sometimes prices can kind of say something about you. Okay. Kind of does that indirectly. If you price too cheap, sometimes people may come out and say, price is pretty low. It's probably not a good quality item. Okay. But if you price too high, that could probably knock you out of the park too, because people probably be like, why is it so freaking much? Why is it so high? Right? So they may want to do something like in the middle. So my whole thing is just be conscientious of how you're pricing things. Make sure you take things into consideration. However, I know a lot of people talk a lot about stitch count, right? They come on, they say, well, I charge this much per thousands of stitches and everything. That's okay to do. But actually, when you pop that design into your machine, one of the things that I want you to ask yourself is, how long does it actually take to actually stitch it out? Okay. Because you can have a design that, let's say you charge a dollar. This is just an example. Okay. $1 for 1,000 stitches. And then you have an embroidery design that is 30,000 stitches. So you say, okay, $30. However, though, when you pop that design into your machine, okay, it tells you that it's going to take about 50 minutes to stitch out. Now, you also have to think about, what equipment are you using? Are you using a multi-needle or are you using a single needle? If you're using a multi-needle, it's probably going to stitch out a lot quicker because you already have threads, different color threads for the needles, right? But if you're using a single needle, that means that you're going to have to change your colored threads. You have to sit there and you have to babysit it, okay? So it may take a little longer. So think about all of that when you're pricing, okay? Think about all that. Like I said, it's not that you want to rob your customers of all their money, okay? It's not that, but you don't want to rob yourself of your time either. All right. So you want to make sure that it's fair to both parties. That's just how I see it. Okay. I mean, you could disagree. Some people are like, no, I charge $2, or I do this, I do that. There's whole many different ways of pricing items and stuff. But honestly, if you take anything out of this, one thing that I say is, when you price stuff and you sell it, make sure that it's at a good comfort level for you. Okay. Just because Jeanette does something a certain way, that doesn't mean you have to. Okay. All I'm doing is giving suggestions. There are so many different methods that people use to price things. Okay. You have to find the one that works for you, that makes you comfortable. It's kind of similar like when people ask me what multi-needle machine I should buy. You buy the one that you like, the one that you enjoy, okay? The one that you're going to understand, that you're going to be comfortable with, the one that's going to grow with you. That's the one. I know it's not the answer that a lot of people want, because a lot of people just want me to come out and spit out a brand. But to me, it's like I know what works for me. You have to find what works for you. It's kind of like the same with life, you know? Everybody has their own journey. And embroidery, it's a journey, okay? Everyone's journey in the embroidery world is going to be different. You're going to have folks that like to just embroider hats. You're going to like folks that just like to do polo shirts. You're going to like folks that just do small orders. People do bulk orders. I mean, it's such a broad area. Some people like to do decor, some people like to do kids, some people like to do bags. There's just it's so big. You just have to find your comfort level and you have to go with it. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, you're going to do fine, you know? The other thing also is one of the things that I do want to say is during the Christmas time, the holiday season, that is really the most for me, the most busy. Okay. And especially this year. I am a little concerned about this year with me because I decided to make a career change um in my day job. So my life is going to change a lot. Okay. Um, I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. But I know that now I'm going to have to really start to think about how I'm going to organize my time. The simple reason is I don't want to stop doing this YouTube channel. I love doing this. These Friday nights are a big um it's important to me. It really is. I like doing it. Even if you guys aren't even in the chat and I'm just talking to myself, oh what the heck, I'll talk to myself. I don't care. I'm okay with it, because I really enjoy this is my time. And I like to share this time with you guys. So and I do like to run my embroidery business. So I am going to have to though balance my new career with this. So it's going to be a little difficult. So but I am going to do it. I am so determined. I don't care. Okay. Now, for what I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is when the holidays come, right? Even if you're not selling, let's say that you're just learning embroidery and you just want to give them as gifts or whatever, okay? This is not the time for you guys to have people in your life that's going to be negative and unsupportive, okay? This is a time where you have to close those ears, shut them out, focus on you, and be confident. Okay. If you are just starting to sell embroidery right now, and this is like your first Christmas season, focus on that. Focus on it. Okay. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. And it's okay. I make mistakes. Okay. Um, you might mess up some blanks. So what? Keep going. Stay focused. Sometimes, as time goes on, your embroidery is going to get better. Trust me. Okay. Nobody was born with an embroidery machine and just right off the bat got it. Don't quit. Stay focused. Build that confidence. Stay strong. That's all you have to do. You're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be a learning experience. That's all it is. There have been holidays, like I think it was like two holidays ago. Wow, I had a biggie, okay? Because some of the advice that I'm giving you guys, especially about that supply shortage, boy, did I learn that the hard way. I ran out of bobbins of all things. You can't even embroider anything without a bobbin, okay? I mean, I was down to only like two bobbins and I had orders. And then there were no bobbins on Amazon. There were no bobbins on any of the embroidery sites that I go to. And I was driving around like crazy looking for bobbins for my machine. So when I went to a sewing shop and I saw bobbins there, I literally bought the whole shelf of bobbins. Now, the thing is, because I know there was a shortage of bobbins, those bobbins were very, very expensive. Okay. So I was just like, oh, lesson learned. I also ran out of packaging material. And I was like, that's great. So I had to get in the car late at night. Thank God Walmart was like 24/7. I don't know if it's 24/7 anymore, but I know back then it was. And I had to buy all my packaging material from Walmart when I know that it could have been a lot cheaper if I did in advance. So I just want you guys to learn from my experience, and that's why I'm sharing all of these, because I've made my boo boos and stuff, and you're gonna make yours too. You're gonna make them, and it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, I also want to talk to you guys about some ideas, and I'm just gonna blurt them out of holiday gifts and things that you could probably think about selling that's probably going to do okay. Okay. Blankets, huge thing. And I know that a lot of people always focus on the baby blankets, but you know what? Adults like blankets too. Okay. And I know I was talking with Miss Banks, and I believe she texted me, and she said Costco has blankets on sale. And I think she mentioned 14.99 or 9.99, something like that. Very inexpensive blanks. Okay. You can get those blankets really cheap, blanket throws for adults. People love those things, okay? To like just throw over on them while they're watching TV and all that kind of stuff. Take those blankets right in the corner. You can put their initials on them, or you can put their name. Huge hit. They'll love it. I mean, they're going to be like, "Oh, where did you get that?" There you go. And if you want to get even fancier, okay, put a design along with their name. They'll love that too. Especially if you know that one of you have like, I know I have a cousin. My cousin Tracy loves Mickey Mouse. Okay, I think she goes to Disney World like every year. I think that's like a constant of hers. Okay, that's her thing, Disneyland and stuff. And she has like a whole collection of Mickey Mouse ears. It's a really big thing for her. So usually what I'll do is I'll embroider something for her, and I'll use Disney fabric or something like that. If you have someone that's big on sports, okay, you can do a baseball, basketball, embroider a baseball or basketball on the top. I mean, a towel on the blanket, put their name across it. They'll love that. They will love that. Okay. It's just an idea. Blankets, huge. You will never go wrong with them. And I do actually have a video on one of the Giftmas series on the blanket as well. Okay. So just want to, let you guys know about that. Another thing too, scarf and hat sets. Okay. Sometimes you could buy the hat and then it comes like with the matching color scarf and everything. You can put the initials on the hat and the scarf. That's another big seller as well. Okay. So it's a big seller and it's a huge, huge gift. A lot of people love that. Okay. I already mentioned blankets. Blankets are not just for babies. You can make them for adults, teenagers. Comforters also for that people throw on top of their beds. Okay, get a pillow sham if you have like a couple in the family or something like that. That maybe they just got married or something like that. Get two blank pillow cases and stuff, embroider the names on the edge of the pillowcase. That's a big one, and that's a big one for kids too. Okay, especially like teenagers and young kids and stuff. Sometimes they like to decorate their room. Just take a blank pillowcase, put their name on the border of the pillowcase. They'll love that. They'll love that. Or you take a comforter, okay? Put the initials in the middle of the comforter, okay? So that when they make their bed and they put the comforter on top of the bed, it has their initials or their names across the bed. That's another huge one you could do too. That's really big. if you have some folks that are into the business side, okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Just trying to move around this chair, get a little more comfortable. If you have someone that's in the business and stuff, go to the office a lot. Think about I did some videos on this channel about embroidering shirt cuffs for men. Okay. You don't even have to buy a new shirt, okay? Because I know times are rough right now. Okay. So I'm just trying to get ideas. Go in their closet, get one of their shirts, take the sleeve and just embroider their initials on the sleeve. Men love that. Men love that. Really simple project. And it's like getting a brand new shirt. Okay. Another thing too, men's ties. Okay. You can embroider on the men's ties their initials. Okay. It doesn't have to be big. Well, some people like them big. I know I had one customer, he wanted his ties to be embroidered and he wanted them kind of big. And then I had one that just wanted the small initial on the side. So you can do either or. They're men love that. They also love embroidered handkerchiefs with their initials as well. Okay, so if you have someone that wears a lot of business suits and likes to have handkerchiefs, take a pack of handkerchiefs, just embroider their initials on the handkerchiefs. Perfect gift. I'm telling you, it's something that's so simple, and they're gonna think that you spent $1 million. I'm telling you, it's just like, yeah, people love it. Laptop cases. I mean, everybody walks around with laptops, and iPads and all that kind of stuff and everything. If you have a multi-tool machine and you have the fast frames, you can easily embroider a laptop case, put their initials, their name. People love that too. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, and I have this in the gift miss series as well. Let me thank goodness I wrote it down because I would have forgot to show you. Christmas wreaths. Now, there's something that's going around with the Christmas wreaths. Everybody is making stashes, okay? These seem to be really, really popular. Now, on the video that I make, I show you how to actually sew the stash, okay? And then embroider it. What I like about sewing it and embroidering it is that when I embroider it in the back, you don't see the back of the embroidery, okay? You just see the embroidery in the front, okay? The reason is because you take one piece, you embroider it, and then once you embroider it, you sew the two pieces together, and then you don't have the embroidery showing in the back. Now, this is a short version. They should be longer, okay? But it depends on what you want. I just wanted to do one really quick to show you how easy this stuff is, and I give you the measurements in the video and stuff of what they really should be. But I wanted to give you an idea. This is also a very hot seller, okay? I don't know what's going on with these stashes, okay? But people are loving them. So if you want, I would say buy the fabrics. I would pre-cut them, okay? And I would just pre-cut a few. That way the fabric's already cut. And then when somebody orders it, all you have to do is embroider it, sew it together, and mail it out. But just so that way you're not like scratching your head and have to cut fabric and all that kind of stuff, because you got to remember when Christmas time comes, you don't have too much time. So this is really cute. Let me give you a close-up so that you can see what it looks like. As you can see, it's like in one side I have a design, and then in the other side I have the initial. See, here's the initial, here's the design. Came out really super cute. A lot of people seem to like these. They like to hang this in their wall and stuff like that. You don't just have to put the initial. Some people want to put the actual family name. You can make the tails as long as you want them. This is just a short version, but you can make them long and stuff like that. These are really, really, really popular. You can make them in white and stuff like that. Now, They also do sell these stashes already completely sewn, and you can do that. The only thing I wouldn't sell it though, okay, let me tell it to you this way, okay? If you buy, and I just found out a way how you could really go around that. Okay, I hope you guys can follow me. Let's say you go on Amazon and you buy the stashes, okay? If you take a stash and you go ahead and embroider it, you're going to see, let's say you got this stash, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm going to embroider it. When I embroider it, behind it, you're going to see the back of the embroidery, right? That's kind of unattractive, right? But what you can do is when you buy the pack of the stashes, you take two of the stashes, you broider one, take the other one, and then you can sew it. The only thing that I would caution about doing that is, first of all, these can get expensive, okay? Because what you're doing is you're paying the price of the stashes that are already sewn together. The other thing is you're actually, instead of sewing two pieces of fabric together, you're actually sewing four, because you got two pieces that are already sewn together to create the stash. And then you got the other stash that's already created with the two pieces too. So you're taking two and two and you're putting it together, and it might be a little bit on the thick side for you to roll it inside out, and it may or may not look good. I don't know. If you want to give it a shot, you can. Honestly, though, I think the best way to do that is to just go buy your fabric, pre-cut each of the layers of fabric, and then that way, when you get the order in, you just take one, you embroider it the way they want it, and then you just sew two pieces together, turn them inside out, and then you're good to go. Okay, that's how I would do it. But you could look into the other way and see if that works. I don't know if it's going to work though. The other thing, but I know those sell very well. I have been looking and doing research on them. Some people are selling those stashes for like $30 to $40, depending on how long, okay, people and how much embroidery people want on it. I think it's really on the high end if people are embroidering like their whole last name. If it's just an initial, I think people are like charging like $35, $40. But I have seen some of those stashes run for about like $60, $65. Very, very pricey. So just something, that you may want to, look into. The other thing too, I know I mentioned pillows, but I mentioned pillowcases. Pillows are very, very easy to make, okay? And you can actually create a really nice pillow that's home decor, personalized for a family or friend, or for customers if they want to buy it. If you are good at sewing pillows, this is something that you may want to think about, okay? This is something that you may want to do. Now, you got another thing that I want to remind you guys, even though I'm spitting out these ideas, okay? And you guys are probably thinking, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Think about the time it takes to actually create these items, okay? Because you can't do everything, okay? So you got to make sure that you pick what you're going to enjoy making. Okay. And remember how I hope you guys heard what I said. Okay. Pick what you enjoy making. Okay. And there's a reason why I say that, because it's going to suck if you have to sew and create all this stuff that you don't like doing. Then you're going to be like, I hate my job. I hate what I'm doing and stuff. You don't want to get there, okay? You want to enjoy the process, okay? So pick the stuff that you like to do, okay? And that way, when an order comes in, you don't go, oh, somebody bought that. Oh, God, now I got to make it. Got to get in the zone. Let me get a drink, whatever. You don't want to be like that, okay? You want to be like, oh, okay, somebody ordered it. All right, and then let's just Let's just create it, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you're picking stuff that you actually have time to create. Okay? Because you don't want to end up in a time crunch. You don't want to end up where it's like, okay, great. Now I got all this stuff to do, and I don't have enough time to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys have an idea, okay? Christmas ornaments, okay? If you guys like to do freestanding lace in embroidery, I mean, do it. I mean, Christmas ornaments are really, really cool. People love, they treasure those things. I mean, I have ornaments from when Carlito was a little boy, and I have them stored and stuff. Christmas ornaments kind of have meaning. So, those are really cute gifts to give to people. Okay. Some people like scarves. I know I do. I always wear my scarf, especially when it's cold outside. Okay, for those of you that are in the cold states and stuff, scarves are always a great gift. Okay, you can get a really cute, inexpensive scarf. You can pick that up from Target, Walmart, and stuff. You can take that and you can embroider the person's initials on it and do it really nice. I mean, you can do it like with knockdown stitches or something like that, and you can make that inexpensive scarf look like $1,000,000. Okay, and people would love that. Okay. Another great one, tote bags. Tote bags you can kind of find like almost anywhere. You can get them from Michael's, you can get them from Hobby Lobby. They have these tote bags that I think they call them like boat tote bags, something like that. A lot of women love to use those for work and stuff like that because they just like to throw their stuff in there and just, on the go. Okay. Um, you can take that tote bag, and all you have to do is put the person's initials on it, and you're golden. And right there, they got their own special bag. And those bags, I believe you could get them on Michael's, and you can use a Michael's coupon if you're a teacher or military. Don't forget, you get your discount too. So, and you can even get them on wholesale. You can go to like jiffyshirts.com and you can buy them on wholesale. I think when they have them on wholesale, I believe they're about like $6, $7 a bag. I'm not sure. And then, we're talking about tote bags also. I know the women like the tote bags and stuff. Men love the duffel bags. Get the duffel bags. Take a duffel bag, put the initials on the duffel bag. You're good to go. I'm telling you, duffel bags very inexpensive, especially teenagers. If they like to work out and all that kind of stuff, I mean, they're really, really nice. I mean, they are really, really nice stuff. Home decor items, okay? Sometimes like right now is the perfect time. Like, let's say you have someone in your family that you want to like give a gift to, and they're gonna host Thanksgiving. Let's say they're hosting Thanksgiving, or they like to do Christmas dinners or something like that. I am telling you, these type of gifts, where'd it go? It's a home run. I am telling you, it's a home run. Last year I had a girlfriend of mine who was hosting Christmas dinner, and everything was going wrong for her under the sun. Okay. She was having a moment. Okay. She was really having a moment. And I didn't do these. The dinner napkins that I did for her were a Christmas wreath. And I think it was because she had her in-laws visiting her, and they haven't visited in a long time. So she wanted to make a really good impression. And, she was very, very stressed. So one of the things that I did was I created a set of 12 dinner napkins, and I did the Christmas wreath, and I put her last initial on there. Okay. I did the S. And I gave it to her, and I told her, here's a napkin to really help you dress up the dining room table. She loved it. I mean, it is like it was, she told me that it became the talk of dinner, how beautiful those napkins were and stuff like that. So this is I'm telling you, this is a really perfect gift. One thing also that I didn't know that people do is they actually pass these napkins down generation to generation. I didn't know that. because I was wondering, why am I selling so many of these? Why are people gravitating to these dinner napkins, especially the folks around where I live? I mean, it was like when someone found out that I make these, it was just like, forget it. It was like everybody wanted a particular set. And one lady came out and said, I want my set because I want to hand it down to my daughter-in-law. And, and something that she was telling me was, when you have items such as this, that you kind of like hand them down, from generation to generation, which I was just like, wow. I was like, okay, I didn't know that, my family always used paper towels, so I mean, well, whatever, so I was just like, okay. So I didn't know that, so now I kind of have the idea of, now I know why napkins are really, really popular. Along with napkins, though, there's so many other different things that you can do. Placemats, okay? And that is one of the gift miss series that I do as well, is I show you guys how I take a placemat and I actually decorate it for the Christmas table using embroidery and stuff. There's just so many things that you can do. I mean, and that is something that you can match the placemat with the dinner napkin if you want, or if you just want to just give the placemat, that's a nice option too. you know um Tabletops, a lot of times people use the table runner. Okay, what you can take a table runner, or you can sew a table runner, and then what you can do is you can put their initials on it. You can even think this also. This is another good idea, which kind of goes along with something that I had did for my mom. For those of you guys that have watched me for quite some time, you guys know, there was, I think it was like 2 Christmas ago, I went to my parents' house for Christmas. And one of the things that I did was I took one of the quilted blankets that I sell, and I turned it into a family heirloom blanket. And one of the things that I did was I put my mom and dad's name, and I kind of branched out the whole family. You can take a table runner, okay? Just an idea. You can take a table runner, and what you can do is you can embroider all the family's names on the table runner. One of the things that I like about that idea also is, that people come, brand new members in the family show up, right? People get married, people have babies, and what you can do is, as long as the table runner has space, you can always add the additional names to the table runner. So that way, all the names are in there, okay? And also, if, let's say, there's a divorce, or somebody pissed you off and they're no longer part of the family, well, then what I say is, you guys know the Peggy stitch eraser. Well, just take that out and erase the stitches, and name be gone. Just do that. So anyway, but just a thought. Okay, so I thought maybe I would share that. But those are some of the gift ideas that I have. Now, some of these gift ideas, I kind of like them, and they are going to probably be a lot of gifts that I'm going to be giving out this year. But at the same time, when I was thinking about creating these Christmas gifts for my friends and my family, I was also thinking, these are things that you could actually incorporate in your shop if this is something that you want to sell. Okay. So I wanted to kind of share that with you guys, because the thing is also is, you sometimes don't want to sell what everybody else is selling. You want to make something unique. Okay. That is one of the things that I love about embroidery. Embroidery is all about making your mark, making it different. So, yeah. So anyway, so that's what I kind of had to share with you guys. And let me see. I'm going to go down the chat right now and see how you guys are doing and answer any questions that you guys have on your in the chat, and say hi to you guys, because you guys know you guys know how this is how I do my embroidery happy hour. Okay. Usually it's like the first hour, I'll just do my quick announcements of what's going on and stuff like that. And then I like to hit the topic hot and running because it's supposed to be an embroidery hour. Okay. Then the rest of the time I like to talk to you guys on the chat and answer questions and all that kind of stuff and everything because I like to interact with you guys. I really do. So, and if there's questions out there, I always want to ask people, tell people, answer the questions and stuff. You can tell I'm tired. I've been really tired lately because Mello has been sick. For those of you guys that don't know, Mello has been under the weather. He's right here. The first time I see him sleeping here too. Just so you guys can see, there he is. That's Mello. Want to say hi, Mello? Okay, he's out of the weather. Okay, so he's kind of heavily medicated. He's all drugged up. No, he's yeah, he had a little bit of upset stomach and stuff. So I had to take him to the vet yesterday. Because he was vomiting also and everything. So he's doing a lot better, and we're monitoring him. And I asked the vet, I want to do an ultrasound for him, to make sure everything is okay. Because if there is something that's going on, I want to be proactive and take care of it. I don't want to wait till something gets worse and stuff. All I got to say is thank goodness for pet insurance. I tell you that. Because if not, we be broke. But yeah, so so he's doing better. You breathing? Mellow. Okay, he moved. All right. I just wanted to make sure. I would have been a mess. I was just checking on you. Sorry. Okay, I just wanted, he was just laying there. He wasn't moving. So I just wanted to make sure he was okay. All right, so he's fine. Okay. All right, so let's go down the chat. And yeah, so let's go down. All right, so I see Jackie, Karen, hey Anna, hey Jenny, how are you? Hey Marlene, hey Stella, Becky, hey Denise, how are you? Kathy, Kim, Allison, Robin, Crafty Puerto Rican, how are you? Hey Alyssa, Eleanor, hey Rita, Jenny, how you doing? Ozzy, Marina, JDW305, Joanne. Hey Val, how are you? Oh, my Mello is hanging in there. And so I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's probably just an upset stomach. He'll be fine. He's gonna make it. He better. I'll be mad. Hey Eartha, how you doing? Hey Jeanette Richardson, love your name. That's a cool name. Hey J Love, how you doing? Hey Judy. Let's see. I did not have the right material. Hey Marlene, okay, watch the first live series. Try to use fabric. Try to use, it doesn't have to. This is a thing also, guys. When you see that I sometimes do projects and stuff like that, you don't have to use the exact same thing that I have. Okay, try to use fabric if you can, or some other type of vinyl and stuff like that. You'll get there. And this is the other thing too that I heard somebody say to me, Marlene, was sometimes when you do sewing projects, sometimes it's like 3 times as a charm, which is kind of true, because in the video, if you notice, I do show you guys one of these that I was working on, and I was trying to do like decorative stitches on here, and you saw it didn't come out that great, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to stick with straight stitch, because I was thinking to myself, we have all these decorative stitches on the SE 1900, so I wanted to use them. And I was thinking, oh, let me see if I can use decorative stitches going down here. That didn't work too well because it got all like, it moved on me, it shifted. It wasn't like a straight line, so it didn't really look good. So, but you'll get there, Marlene. Don't worry. Hey, Marsha, how are you? Hey, Debbie. Oh, love your change of hairstyle. Yes, Crafty Puerto Rican. Jenny, I cut my hair. I did. I cut my hair. I am starting a new job. the end of this month. And I didn't want to go over there with crazy hair. So I figured I gotta start looking professional, guys. It's gonna be a big change. Okay. So yeah, I'll be getting up early in the morning, going into the office, and then coming home probably late at night, and then I gotta work here. So but that's okay. So yeah, I changed my hair. It's actually, and I did put it in a ponytail because I you know me, I'm a ponytail person. So, but I did cut my hair because I figured that way I look a little more professional and stuff like that. But knowing me and the way I am, I'm one of those people that only get my hair cut like once a year. That's it. Because I'm so cheap, frugal. So what ends up happening is I'll tell my husband, who only has one eye, to do my ends, to get rid of my split ends. So I'll probably end up letting it grow again, and then I'll be like, okay, time to chop it off and stuff. So yeah, I mean that's just how I roll. Hey Iris, hey Sassy, hey Karen. Oh, thank you. Um, hey Marnina. Hey Karen. Hey Miss Parker. Do you have a tutorial on making the binding you mentioned in the show that you attended? Oh, are you talking about, okay. Miss Parker. Okay, binding. I'm assuming, are you talking about the piping or now I don't know what you mean. I'm having a brain fart. Binding. I know that binding is putting two pieces together. Okay. I'm sure what I will be making a tutorial on the binding you mentioned in the show that you attended. Well, okay. Everything that I learned on the serger, I will be showing you guys. Okay. I am going to show you guys how to do that. All right. I don't know if I'll be able to reduplicate the quilting and stuff. This is actually quilting that they did with the actual serger. See, look at the back. That's all sergers and stuff. And this is the piping they put on the edge. They did that on the serger as well. I will be doing everything that I learned, Miss Parker. I will replicate, so that way you guys can see what what I got taught and stuff like that. As you can see, some of my sewing skills need work because this didn't work too well. This is the corner. Yeah, I gotta brush up on my sewing skills and stuff. But Miss Parker, everything that I learned, I got all my notes in my notebook and everything, so I will be sharing that with you guys. So don't worry, okay? Hey Kim, how are you? Hey Miss Max, how you doing? And so okay, and also Marlene, like you asked about the design on the apron. When those videos come out, I will be posting the links for all the designs, the fonts, and everything like that I used for all the stuff. Okay, that will all be on the links of those videos. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Eartha. Yeah, they are. I believe they are flower. JDW 305. Well, I don't know if I would call these the flour sack. I'm going to tell you something. This is pretty thick material, okay? This is not cheap material. Usually the flour sack kitchen towels, when I get them from like Walmart, they're like super thin. And I don't like them because they're so thin that if you use a design that's kind of dense in a way, it's going to pucker. Now, the design that I put on here, oh, this isn't it. Where is it? The design that I put on here, this is not really a dense design. Okay, let me give you a close-up so you can see it. So as you can see, it's not really dense. If you look at the penguin has a lot of stitches in it, but it's not that dense, along with the the Christmas gift and stuff. But the swirls, let me put a little closer, it's not that bad. And then, like down here it's a little bit dense. Like I think this is the only part that's pretty dense. And so I don't know if I would call these the sack towel, because let me see if it gives me the this is 100% cotton. And it's from All About Blanks. It's the shop All About Blanks. I guess they're a vendor. I've seen their website and stuff, but they were there and they were selling these at the Sew and Quilt show. I didn't get these this year. I actually got them the previous year when I went with Miss Banks, and they are kind of big and long, but I don't know if they call them that. But I will tell you this. This is not the ones they sell at Walmart. This is actually very, very good quality. And I picked these up because of this edging. Okay. And when I see this edging, all I kept thinking was, what a clever idea that you can just take a towel and you can just sew a different type of fabric at the end of the towel to really change it up. I thought this was very, very, very clever. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, but I'm not sure 305 if that's actually considered a flour sack towel. But the vendor name is All About Blanks. And I know that they have a store, allaboutblanks.com. So, yeah. Let's see. Marlene says she's been doing that. She's been adding the fabric to the end of her dish towel. See, you can make them so, so, so different. Hey, Linda. Hey, Tammy. How are you? Hey, Iris. I saw the pictures you posted in the event, and you were having fun with the ladies. Did you stay to the end? Yes, I did, Iris. I actually did. On Saturday, which was the last day of the event, I met up with Jenny, who's the crafty Puerto Rican, and I hung out with her, and and I had a really, really good time. It really was. So I actually was there for all 3 days. The first day, which was on a Thursday, I went there early in the morning for the first serger class that I had, which was like the 5 zippers and a serger. And I took that class early in the morning, and then I just walked around a little bit, and then I got in the car, and then I drove back home. On Friday, I had 2 classes, and then I met with a couple of you guys, and we went to Olive Garden. And from there, I went to a hotel. And I got to tell you, the hotel experience was not that great for me, for a simple fact that there was another person at the hotel that had the exact same name that I had, and she took my room. So, so she actually took the room that I got. And when I got there and I said, I'm here and I have a reservation, they said, well, we already checked you in. And I was like, you couldn't have checked me in. I just showed up, so I was just like, what? So apparently, I had to, straighten all that out. And when they finally straightened it out, they said, well, we do have like 2 extra rooms. And they put me in the room, and it wasn't like the room that I reserved. Okay. I could tell that this was one of those rooms that was like, an emergency spare room. And I was not happy, but it was 11 o'clock at night. I was exhausted. And when you're in that situation, I was like, whatever, I'll take whatever room they have. Okay. So I think it was like, handicap room or something. I don't know what it was on the first floor. I don't know. I was just like, whatever. It had a bed. And it was okay. I mean, whatever. I was fine with it. And they did give me a discount for the mix up and all that kind of stuff too. Cause I wasn't rude about it or anything. And, they were very apologetic. They said that was just so weird that 2 people with the exact same name showed up. But I don't think the other person had the reservation. I think what they what happened was she showed up, she said her name, and then it popped up. And because she got there before I did, they just gave it to her. So I was just like, okay. So all right. So, but at least I didn't get to sleep in the car because that would have been the next option. Would have me sleeping in my car, because I would have been like, I'm not driving back to Haymarket at 11 o'clock at night because I don't like driving at night because you could accidentally hit a deer and stuff like that. And, and that would really upset me because I'm a big animal lover. And if that would be devastating for me. I would be like, oh, wow, I didn't want to deal with it. So, but it all worked out. It worked out. I got a bed, but yeah, we had a lot of fun, Iris. It's really going to be fun. The holidays are upon us. Jeanette is wired up and we will be too. Oh yeah, we are going to, yeah. And what I am a little bit concerned this year because I chose this time to change my job. So, but it's going to be okay. I mean, I'm a true believer that all I have to do is just stay focused, keep my eye on the prize, and I'm going to be okay. I'm going to enjoy the new position that I have, and I am going to come home and enjoy being here and doing my thing. So I know I'm going to be all right. It's just going to be a little challenge because it's a change of schedule, a change of scenery, and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be okay. And Miss Max, we are going to be busy. We're going to be creating a whole bunch of stuff. Are the towels pre-shrunk? I don't know. They didn't say anything. I do not wash anything that I embroider. Okay. I starch them. Okay. If I am afraid of any type of shrinkage, this does not have any stretch in it. Okay. So usually when materials don't have stretch, I don't really worry about shrinkage. If I have fabric that does stretch, shrinkage may be a little bit of concern, but I usually do is I spray the item with starch. I don't pre-wash any of my items and stuff. I've seen some people say they pre-wash it, but I have also seen videos where people have took something, not washed it, and embroidered on it with something they have washed and never saw a difference. I never had a problem with selling something that I never washed before. So I don't know. One of the things that I do when I sell my stuff, who asked? Oh, Denise. One of the things that I do is I make sure that I provide care instructions with all of the items that I sell. Okay. But when it comes to like shirts and stuff like that, I've heard of shrinkage, but I've never had a problem with it. That's just me. I don't know if it's maybe the type of material that I'm using or whatever, but I never had a problem with it. If I've always needed something to make sure that it was good, I will take starch and I will spray on the area that I'm going to embroider, and I'm good with that. So yeah, so I hope that helps a little bit and stuff. Hey Julie, how you doing? Let's see. Hey Miss Max, how you doing? Hope you have a better ending than I did. Hey Miss Banks, how you doing? Oh, Miss Banks, Miss Banks gave me a gift. She's always gifting me something. This, I have to tell you, it's a great idea. Look at what she did, guys. I mean, I was like, genius. This is genius. She made stabilizer labels for me. So look, this is for my cutaway. And so you guys can see what she did. This is actually like patches. Okay, she actually made a patch. And I believe she put batting inside of it because it feels so soft, like there's something in there. And all she did was put elastic on it. So when you have your stabilizer, right? This is the type of stabilizer. This is my cutaway. So here's cutaway. And you just put this around here and you know exactly what your stabilizer is. So she got one, she did one for cutaway. Here's my no-show mesh. She also did one for my cloud cover. Isn't that cute? And my sticky stabilizer. Isn't that cute? Wash away. Isn't that cute? So, Miss Banks, I love them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, I mean, they came in so handy. And I love them. So I am going to be making more for myself so that I can label all the stabilizers that I have. I think this was such a neat idea. I really do. I love this. I think this was such a neat idea. Um, you know, one other thing that I do sometimes do is in the past I have told you guys, when you take the plastic wrapping off, just stick it inside so that way you always remember the brand and the type of stabilizer that it is. Because sometimes what happens if you have a lot of different, there's just so many different types of stabilizers, and sometimes you don't remember what it is, right? Like you may have an idea but you're not sure. So but what happens is sometimes the paper inside can get lost. But yeah, but this is another cute way to label your stabilizers. I mean, you can embroider your own you know labels and stuff. And if you have a friend that sews, does embroidery, these make great gifts too. So just something to think about, and stuff, because that was really cute. So Miss Banks, thank you so much, because I really loved them. I really do. Hey Marlena, yes, you are correct. These would make great gifts for the teachers during Christmas. Yeah. Because I know that sometimes people, like, they'll give like teachers like a Starbucks gift card or something like that. This is really cool. And then you can put the initials, you could put the teacher's name or something in the back. That would be really, really cute and stuff. Hey Miss Frost, yeah, the paper towel. I like the paper towel rolls too. But like I said, I just don't like wasting. So making the cover, I thought, was really a great way to have that look, and it's reusable. That's what I love about it. It's reusable. And what I was thinking also is something that you can just reuse every year, and you can make them for the different occasions as well. So yeah. Let's see. Karen, you're funny. Thank you though. Hey Annette, how are you? Mello's hanging in there and stuff. He's breathing. Right, Mello? Mello. Okay, just want to make sure. I always check him once in a while, make sure he moves and stuff. Oh, looks like a lot of people. Hey Judy, thank you. It looks like a lot of people like that idea of doing the reusable cover. Yeah, I mean, I think what I used it's white fleece. It's white fleece, so it works. It works. I mean, I do know that people just go ahead and they just take like I think they take maybe like 4 or 5 sheets of the toilet paper, and then they embroider right on the toilet paper. I don't like doing that, because I think that's wasting. I don't like doing that. So I'm like, no. So I think you guys are gonna like that video. I show you the video step by step how to do that. And let me see if I can look right now and tell you guys when that video is actually going to go live. Let me see, manage videos. That is bath towel down to Hey, okay. Oh, that is going to go live actually on Halloween. That one will go live on Halloween. So that is yeah, that is day 6 of the Gift Miss series. So that's when that video will go live and you guys will see exactly how to do that, and I will also share where I actually got that particular design. That's one of a set, and I actually show you the whole set and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Hey Annette, how you doing? A lot of people like the toilet paper stuff. I'm telling you. Hey, Iris. Hey, Rita. How are you? Hey, Deborah. Um, let's see. Let's see what else. Wow, you guys really like the toilet paper. I wasn't too sure about that either. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be like, you guys probably be like, really? But I'm like, oh, okay. I got a lot of I noticed I got a lot of thumbs down on the gift card thing, but hey, not everybody's gonna like everything, right? So that's just how it is, you know. Um, Karen, I don't know what you mean. Do you get your name or someone else's? Just curious. I don't know if you're asking. If you're gifting something to someone, it would probably be in their name. You would want to do something if you're personalizing it. Of course, you're not going to gift them something with your name when it's for them. I don't know if that was for me, Karen. Sorry. um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Angela and Stitches, how are you? Um, Iris, just not confident enough to do that. Don't let fear get in the way. I'm telling you guys, seriously. Fear. I always, even at work, like where I work, some people are like, "Oh, well, it's not gonna work," or it's like all this fear, and I'm like, you know what, you guys really should be fear of not trying, because if you don't try anything, and that goes, this is how I look at it with life. If you don't try anything in life, then you already failed because you're looking straight at it and it is what it is. It's not going to change. But if you try, okay, one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get the result that you want, or you're going to know that what you tried didn't work. So you just have to try something else. So, and a lot of times people don't try big things because of fear, right? Fear is something that really kind of like, I feel like it freezes people. It just really stops them from really enjoying life to the fullest. So I hear it all the time, like, oh, I got my embroidery machine and it's in the box. And I'm like, why is it in the box? They're like, oh, well, I'm intimidated. Or I look at my multi machine and I'm afraid to switch it on because I see it looks like a huge machine, right? It's a machine. It's not gonna, trust me. There's no hand in that machine is gonna come out and slap you. Okay, it's a machine. Same thing with your sewing machine. You're gonna make mistakes. Don't ever be afraid of making mistakes. Don't ever be afraid of failing. Just go for it, because you only got one life and you have one opportunity to make a difference in anything. Why be scared and do nothing? Okay. I mean, I'm just like a big advocate of that. I mean, like I'll one example of that is I remember I took a cruise with my son and I did an excursion with him. And the excursion was they had these little jeeps and you just ride along the jeep. And there was like a huge puddle like in front of us. Like I think it was mud or something. I don't know. But I noticed that my son was driving it so cautious, right? And I was just like, okay. And one of the things I told him was, I said, slam it. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's safe. That's going to happen. I mean, we're on a flat road, right? Live a little. And he's like, well, there's water. I'm like, slam it. So I said, I just counted three and I told him to slam it. So anyway, he hit the gas so hard, right? We went flying right through the puddle. The puddle had the mud and it went up. We got soaked. And it was so much fun. I cracked up. I was laughing. I thought it was like the most awesome experience. And he was like laughing at it too. And when we got out, we were soaking in mud and stuff, which was cool because we were on vacation. You're there to have fun, right? And one of the things is after we got back to the ship and he took a shower and I took a shower, we got cleaned up. We were sitting on the deck watching the water and stuff. And, it's funny because Cardio was like, I never would have known what it felt like to drive through that puddle real hard and fast and just get dirty like that if I didn't hit, the gas the way you said. So I just told him, I said, you're not going to experience life if you're scared. Just go for it. Go for it. Make a mistake. It's okay. Just, you made a mistake. You're going to hamper yourself from experiencing things. So I just to share that. I mean, and it's not, it's hard. And I got that, guys. And I know that because sometimes, in life, you also got to think about risk. Sometimes there are some risks out there that you can't take, because it can not just hamper your life, hampers other people's lives too. But just something to think about, you know, um, you know, don't let life pass you by. And that's one of the things that I wanted my son to know. You know, you're only young once, live your life to the fullest, experience that. Don't be afraid of water. Don't be afraid of mud. Um, you know, I mean, I would not encourage Carlito to hit the gas and drive down 66 the way we did on that through that thing, because then he would he would get pulled over and get a ticket. But it was an opportunity to him to really experience an adventure. And I didn't want him to miss that moment. And so when I see that sometimes folks write to me and say, I bought the sewing machine and it's sitting in the box and I haven't opened it yet, or I'm afraid of it. Don't do that. Don't be afraid of it. Turn it on. Take a piece of fabric. Test drive it. Buy a whole bunch of, you know what you could do? Go to Joann's, where they have they call it the remnants or something. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it's the scraps, the little scraps of fabric, right? Go there, spend $10 on scraps of fabric. Take that fabric, just run it through your sewing machine, run it through the embroidery machine, just so that you can feel that machine out. Feel the different features, learn the buttons, explore it, okay? Because if you don't do that, then what happens is you're just going to build more fear. And then think about it too. You spend all that money on that machine for what? To look at it? No. I mean, you bought it and you're scared of a machine that you bought, you paid for. And these are not cheap machines, okay? They cost a pretty penny. Okay, even though at one time we did see that the SC 1900 kind of dropped in price because they're discontinuing it because now they have the SC 2000. But the bottom line is, don't be scared. I mean, be confident. You can do this. Okay, you can do this. You're gonna build your skill set. It's gonna take time. You're just going to learn, and you're going to keep learning from your mistakes, and you're going to be better, and you're going to get better, and you're going to get better. Okay. And just believe in yourself. Do your thing, stay focused, keep your eye on the prize. That's all I say. Okay. And there's going to be people out there also that are probably going to feed into your fear. Okay. Don't let their fear become your fear. Okay. You want people around you that are going to encourage you, that they're going to cheer you on. They want to see you succeed. Okay. Those are the ones you want to surround yourself with. Those that are kind of in that negative space, you don't want to, be careful, because you could end up getting dragged into that negative space that they're in. And then what ends up happening is you don't grow either. So just something to think about. I mean, just something I want to share with you guys and stuff. I mean, I don't mean to lecture, but it's just that I notice sometimes people, they want to do things, but then they kind of stop themselves from doing it. That's all. Darlene, the link to sign up to the gift exchange is in the Facebook group. Okay. Now, the other thing also, guys, is I do scrub the list of folks that join our Facebook group. Okay. If it's a brand new Facebook account, I don't allow it in there. Okay. The account has to have at least existed 5 years or more. I am going to be, right now, I'm opening it up for people to register in that link. The link is only in the Facebook group. That's where you can get access to it. Okay. If I see that there is an account that someone registered for that gift exchange that is not part of the Facebook group, I will be sending you an email and asking you how'd you get there, because you have to be part of the Facebook group in order to be part of the gift exchange. Okay. So I just want to put it out there. Okay. Because my thing is, I want to try to keep this as legit as I possibly can. I am trying really hard to make sure there's no scammers or anything like that. And, like I said, if you don't know if you can really make a gift and mail it out, then I would say really don't participate then, and there's going to be more gift exchanges. This, don't think that, oh, I didn't do this and I'm holes forever. No, that's not true. I've been doing this on an annual basis. I have even been giving it some thought of maybe including one maybe in the mid-year, maybe a holiday or something like that. If you guys want, I could probably do something like that. I'm not sure. We'll just see how it goes this year. I know the last 2 years have gone pretty well, but yeah. Let's see. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Oh, from Canada. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kelly. Even though I do know the lady from Canada that I exchanged with last year. I can ask her if she's interested in doing it, and then maybe you and her can exchange gifts and stuff, Kelly. So, send me a message on Facebook group and let me see if I can arrange something with you and Sandra. If Sandra wants to do a gift exchange, she's in Canada as well. Because the thing is, it would be actually cheaper for you guys to exchange gifts because you guys are both in the same place. You know what I mean? So yeah. So let me see if I could work something out for you, Kelly. Okay. I think I could. I think I can help you. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, Karen. If I did, my person would get many small things. It doesn't have to be, yeah, Karen. The way that, and this is another thing too. If I posted, and I believe I posted it on the Facebook group as well. I posted the video of the show and tell of last year for you guys to see it, so that you guys can kind of see some of the gift ideas that people had gave each other last year at the gift exchange. It was really, really neat. I loved it that people got on and showed off the gifts that they got. Some people got wallets, some people got kitchen towels, some people got dinner. I mean, they got so many things. I mean, I was really amazed, okay, at some of the gifts that people made for each other. So it was like really, really cool. So um it is on our Facebook group. I did put the link on there. It's in this channel also. You can actually type in I think you could type in gift exchange on the channel, and you'll see the 2022 gift exchange. And it was a lot of fun. It really was. Everybody loved that. They really did. So yeah, so that was pretty exciting and stuff. See, Jeanette, you're your own worst critic. I am. Oh, Miss Banks says the tissue covers easy to make and are great gifts. They are. They really are. I really liked my tissue cover. I mean, it came out really cute, and this was all done on the serger. And this is the thing also, guys. Look, the zipper, when you do a zipper on the serger, look at the inside. Do you see the serger thing? That's kind of cute. I was impressed. So it showed how to do that. So I will make a video and I'll show you the foot. The foot to do this actually comes with the machine. Okay, it came with my SC1900. I mean SC1900, my serger, the 1034DX, and my airflow. So I will show you guys how to do the zipper on a serger. Really, really, really neat. I was impressed. I was like, wow, I never would have thought to do that. Never would have thought. Really, really simple to do and stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna go down. Hey Deborah, how you doing? Hey Lori. Oh, made the snowball fight in the past, sold one at a craft fair. The next year sold none. Wow, really? Oh, so Lori said it's kind of hit and miss, I guess, with these things. Well, I'll tell you what, I made this one set. Okay. I am gonna list it on my site. I'm gonna put it on my shop. I did notice some people had them. Okay. And they've been selling them. So but you said 1 year you never sold one. So I'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna see how this does, because you know how sometimes, Lori, it's like 1 year something's hot and then the next year it's not hot anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know, and stuff. So yeah, yep. Yeah, Jenny, that's where I got it from. Here is Embroidery Garden. Yeah, that's where I got it from. And she has a shop on Etsy, and she actually has her own online shop as well. But I got mine off of the Etsy shop. But I do it when I I didn't do a video on these. I should. Well, I didn't do a video on these because I wanted to ask her before I did it, because I don't, I'm going to email that lady and I'm going to ask her if she minds if I do a video on how to make these, because I know she has a video on how to make them. So if you actually, and she actually did a really good job showing people how to do it. So if you actually type in how to make the snowballs, or type in Embroidery Garden on YouTube, you'll probably get the video on how to make those snowballs and stuff. Yeah. No, you have to be on Facebook, Lori, if you are if you want to do the gift exchange. It's let's see. The big what is it? The big boutique at the local high school wanted pictures of everything you're going to sell back in July. Is that normal? I didn't want to sew up a large inventory with no guarantee of a booth. I've never done a booth. But I don't know, Marcia. I mean, to me, yeah, and I kind of agree. Well, you could do one item of each, and then you don't just do of everything you're going to sell back in July. I'm I don't see that's the thing with craft shows and stuff, you one of the things, I have a girlfriend of mine, and she lives in Maryland, and she does I don't know if you call it a craft show. It's more like a flea market thing, right? And one of the things that I told her I would do if I was her is put samples on the table and then do like a little catalog, right? So that way people can place an order. And then they can, order the item and then pick it up the next week. Because see, this is a thing when you're, with embroidery, right? Unless you do something like this, right? If you do something like this doesn't have any personalization, right? It's just really for the holiday. So for me, I would be like, okay, I don't know if this is really gonna sell. So I would probably just do maybe two or three of them and then put them on the table. And then if I saw that they did sell, then I would go ahead and make more, right? But you don't want to like make like 10 of them and then all of a sudden you're stuck with 10. If I made two or three and I didn't sell one, then that's fine. Then what I can do is those three that I embroidered, even though they didn't sell, I can actually pack them up and I can gift them to my neighbors or something as a gift for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I agree with you, Marsha. You want to be really, really careful because you don't want to create so much stuff that all of a sudden now you're looking at it, right? So what I would do is I would look for stuff that if you are going to sell stuff that's personalized, make like one sample. Like for instance, the baby blankets, right? Baby blankets have four corners. So I would take one baby blanket and I would make a design on one corner, design on the other corner, design on the other, and design on the other. I would have that on the table. And then when people come to look at it, you could say, yeah, I make personalized baby blankets. And that way they can see the design on the actual blanket. So if you think about it, one blanket kind of shows the design of four blankets. That way they get to see it. And if they like it, they could place an order. And, you have the blankets at home. You know what I'm saying? You're not longer, carrying them around with you and stuff like that. You can make generic baby blankets, but if you make the generic baby blankets, I would only kind of do one of each design because you don't want to end up with a whole bunch. And then I would track what designs are selling and which ones aren't. And those that are selling are the ones that I would replicate. Maybe like if you sold one, that I would say, okay, then let me just do maybe just one or two more, but you don't want to go overboard that the next thing you end up with a whole bunch of stuff you can't sell. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you it's kind of hard because just like Lori mentioned last time, she made the little snowballs, they sold, and then the next year they didn't sell. So sometimes you just don't know because it depends on the people that come through there. Some people may like certain things, some people may not like them. So it's a hit and miss kind of thing. Oh, okay. What type of material did I use for the toilet cover? I used oh, I didn't this was not felt. You could use felt. Okay, if you want to use felt, you can. This is fleece. This is just the fleece. This is the stretchy fleece. And this is actually the same material that I use to make the snowballs. I had extra, so I figured, oh, okay. But if you have, you can go to Michael's and you can get the felt, okay? And the felt will go around it. Or if you have white fleece laying around, you can do that too. And even if you have cotton fabric, plain white cotton fabric, take the fabric, okay, just cut it and embroider it and just put it on there. So it doesn't have to be, just you can use what you have, you know, and stuff. So don't, I mean, I would say as long as it's white, so that way it matches the toilet paper. Okay. And if you want to get even fancier and you want to use a different design of fabric, you can do that too. Um, you know, make it your own. I mean, what I like about this is that it's reusable. That's what I love. So it's like you just create it and then you can just use it and then put it away with your Christmas decorations and then take it out and it's you got it, you know. That's what I love about it and stuff. Hey Shirley, how you doing? Hey Margot. Um, oh yeah, we did. Um, oh, she said no, it's not a in the hoop projects. That's a note made by using a sewing machine and vinyl. Oh, I thought this was. I actually thought it was, but well, I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Max. She did a fabulous job on this notebook. She really did. I really love the stitching. She's on. I mean, that's why I thought it was in the hoop because it's so perfect. Everything is so perfect and stuff. So I was like, oh, so something. I'm going to use this for my new job when I go to the office. That's what I'm going to do and stuff. Hey Shirley, how you doing? Oh, congratulations on your SC 1900. I know you're going to be playing with that, Margot. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Oh, my mother and Nancy, they're both doing good. My mom's birthday was actually yesterday. She turned 84. 84? I think 84. No, wait. 83. I think she's 83. My dad was 81. No, 82, 83, 84. No, she turned 84. 84. Because my dad's birthday was September 28th. His first birthday in heaven. He would have turned 82. My mom is 2 years older than my dad, so she turned 84 this year. She's 84 years old. Yeah, and she's still kicking. So yeah, she's doing really good. Nancy's doing well too, doing her thing. Yeah, they're both doing good. Thank you for asking though, Mark. I appreciate that. And so, hey Marlena, how are you? Yeah, Shirley's gonna love that machine. How much did you pay for your notebook cover? For this one, it was $27. It was $27. I mean, that was kind of pricey, but you know what? I gotta be honest with you though. I like supporting small businesses and stuff, and they're cute. And I really liked she was even selling rolls of vinyl. Okay. She had like different, but it was all like cartoonish, right? But if she had, I'm gonna be honest with you, she had this roll of vinyl, I probably would have bought the roll of vinyl because I was like, oh, that's nice vinyl and stuff. And I was looking online to see she has another shop. She has an online shop. It's Mashka Engineering. Let me put this up so you guys can see it because I'm gonna screw up the name. It's MASUKA Engineering. And she sells vinyl on her shop. But I was looking to see if she had this vinyl with the sewing pattern on it, but she didn't. She has a lot of cartoon vinyls and stuff. But I will say the vinyl is really, really good quality. And it's really hard to find this kind of stuff because when I try to find vinyl with pattern on it, I got that cheap vinyl, this one, which this tears because this is like cardstock. This is like paper, just paper with like some kind of coating that they put on it and stuff. It's not really sturdy. So yeah. Let's see. Hey, Donnie. Well, look up the link for the gift exchange when you go in the Facebook group. If you look on the top, it's pinned. Okay, so you'll see it on the top of the page. Okay. And if you still don't see it, hit me up on Facebook and I will make sure that it's up there. so people can start registering and stuff. Let's see. Hey Annette, how are you? Oh, thank you. I like doing my Fridays. I do. I really like it. Hey Jenny, how are you? Um, oh yes, if you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up because that helps the channel a lot. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Lori. I'm excited about the new job. I start on the 22nd. I am really excited, meeting new people, new office, doing new things. I kind of like it. I like to change jobs, me personally. I like to change agencies, working for different agencies every 5 years. The reason why I like doing that is because I feel like it keeps things fresh, learning different things, learning, meeting new people, learning new environments and everything. It's exciting. I'm just not one of those people that can sit in an office and people be like, oh, I've been working here for 10 years. I've been working here for 20 years. And what goes through my mind is like, it's okay. That's dumb, but to me, I'm like, oh my God, I would die. It's like after 4 years, I'm like, I want something new. I want something now. Yeah. So like right now, I am full-time teleworking. And at first, I thought that was nice. Now it's like I need to see people. I want to see people. I want to get up in the morning. I want to go to an office. I want to sit next to other people. I want to exchange conversations, exchange ideas. Yeah, that's just who I am. It's just I can't do it. I can't. I want to go out. I want to go out. So now I get to go out. Now, I probably will be tired after a while because then I'll be like, why did I do this? But it's okay. I like it. I kind of like it. I think it's gonna be really, really good for me. It really is. I'm gonna really like this. So I'm excited about it. I really am. Let's see. Hey Faith, how are you? Oh no, your husband has COVID and you got the flu. Oh, guys, get better. Take care of yourselves and stuff. Yeah, from what I hear too, it's starting to go around again, but it's winter's coming, so it's like the change of the season and everything. But get better and stuff. Just take it easy. Marcia says the only thing, what is this? The only thing I don't like with buying and embroidering on ready-made blankets is the back of the embroidery. You can put tender touch on the back if that bothers you. You can do that, Marsha. You can put cloud cover or you can put tender touch and you can cover it up. That makes it a little bit better. That's one of the things that I do with my kitchen towels and stuff, But yeah, I mean, it can get kind of messy depending on how dense and how many color changes you have on a design. That's why when it comes to blankets and stuff, I try to make the design as simple as possible. That way the back of the embroidery is not as unattractive. But think about putting tender touch on the back of it, because that will help to make it a little more smoothing to the eye. So, something you could do. Let's see. Hey Jackie, is there a Pacific embroidery machine I need to use? I have a brother SC400. Okay, I need to know, what are you trying to do though? If I remember correctly, a brother SC400 is a 4x4 hoop. To me, the SC1900 has a 5x7 hoop, and obviously, a bigger hoop, you can make bigger designs. with a 4x4 hoop machine, they do have repositional hoops. You would have to look into it though, because see, I don't have a 4x4, so I don't know off the top of my head what would be the repositional hoop for a 4x4 machine. I know that for the 5x7, it's a 5x12. So you may want to look into that to see if you have more embroidery options and stuff. Um, but the 4x4 is a small hoop. It's still a good machine. It's still a good size. And and let me tell you something, like when I do the dinner napkins and stuff like that, the designs that I use are not the 5x7. I use the 4x4. So if you're looking to do like dinner napkins and stuff, that machine would be perfect. Do the 4x4 designs. And like, and remember when I was talking about those dress shirts with the initials on the cuff, you could do that on a 4x4. Okay, you can do that on the SC400. That's not a problem. And so the only thing that you might be limited to is that if you have to do something big, like a big design, then that's where I would say look at a repositional hoop. But if you are looking to do a particular design on a repositional hoop, I always advise people to always stitch out the design on scrap fabric first to make sure that the repositional hoop will work with that particular design. Okay. And you don't get like caught up or messed up or anything like that. So it's just something to think about. But if that's what you have, that's what you have. Make it work. You can make it work. There's a lot of things you can do with that Jackie. So don't think that that you're not going to be able to do much with that. Don't do that. A lot of people start with those machines, so don't worry. Let's see. I'm looking down. Yeah, see, look at that. And Karen, look at that. Karen even, thank you, Karen, for mentioning that. Like if you want to do the stash and the ribbon that I showed on that reef, you could do that on a 4x4. She's absolutely right. Because all you have to do is on one side you put the design, and then on the other side you put the initial. And you can use the 4x4 design. Yep. True. So, yeah, so don't think that you're limited and stuff. There you go. And look at that. Even Miss Banks even said that. There's a lot of designs that are in the 4x4 size. You just got to make sure you're buying the size for that machine and stuff. And when you start making stuff on that machine, on the SC400, post it on our Facebook group because I want to see what you do with that. I really want to see. I would love to see the stuff that you come up with. I bet you they're going to be awesome. So post them so we can keep cheering you on and stuff. Do you sell the slats by themselves or on the reef? No, you sell them by themselves, Marcia. That's how I'm seeing people sell them. They're creating the actual slash for the reef. They don't sell the reef, and then you just create the slash and you personalize it and you send it to them, and then when they get it, they take the reef that they have and then they tie it and stuff. No, I seen people, they're just selling the slash itself. They're not selling the reef. Yeah. Let's see. It's hard to think of hats and scarves. Oh, because you're in California. So of course you're not gonna, yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Oh, thank you for mentioning to thank you, Margie, for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Let's see. Do you buy the blanks for the dinner napkins? Yes, I do. I do buy them. And you know what? See, Kristen, man, this is the other thing too. You can make your own dinner napkins. I did that once. Just buy the Christmas fabric, cut them by 19 by 19, 18 by 18, however you want them. And then what you can do is you can sew the edges, or if you have a serger, do a rolled hem. Miss Banks showed me how to do that. You do a rolls hem, and then you can put the initial in the corner of the dinner napkin. So you don't, that way, you don't have to just get a plain dinner napkin like this. They have beautiful fabrics, Christmas fabrics. Buy like 2 yards. I think 2 yards should be enough. You buy 2 yards and you can make cut them 18 by 18, 16 by 16, and Christmas dinner napkins. There you go. I mean, and they're so popular. People love them. I don't know what it is with the dinner napkins. I'm telling you, they are really, especially where I live, it's like people love these things. They really truly do. And I get a lot of orders for that. And this year I actually did a lot of orders for weddings. I didn't, I thought that people would just go the paper route for weddings and just get like paper dinner napkins, but nope, people wanted the cloth dinner napkins with the initials of the bride and the groom, and I was just like, okay. And apparently, I guess the dinner napkins is the keepsake as well. So, yeah, I was really, really surprised at that. So I was like, oh, hey, pretty eyes, how are you? Let's see. In your experience, what is the most Oh, okay. Karen. Okay. In my experience, what is the most popular color of napkins for the holidays? I got the red. People love the red. They love the white, and black. I have the black mostly Thanksgiving. Okay. And I know the reason why the black. The black is because people think, like, oh, it's not going to get too dirty, right? It's easier, and probably last longer and stuff. People do buy a lot of the beige. Okay. They buy the beige for Christmas as well, because um those, when I sell the beige, usually it has the Christmas wreath on them. And the Christmas wreath already has like the red, the gold, the green colors in there, right? So the beige, if they're doing the Christmas wreath, beige is usually a color that people buy from me. When people want something like this, it's usually a red or a white. Okay. I'm always kind of weary though when people buy the white, because one of the things that go through my mind is, I know me, I would be like, don't use a napkin. It's just for show, That's what I would be. I'd be like, here's the paper, because I could just see people putting their lipstick on it and stuff like that. And then I would be like, oh, is that gonna come off in the wash? You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because I would be like, oh my God, they just ruined my dinner napkins. That's go through my mind. So I understand, like, I know a girlfriend of mine, she wanted dinner napkins, and when she ordered them from me, she said, I want black and gold. And I was like, okay. And it was black dinner napkin, and then with the initial in gold, it came out really, really nice. It really did. And it dressed it up, her dinner napkin, really, really nicely. But my best sellers of the colors, Karen, has always been like a burgundy red like this, the beige. I sold the black and the white. I have in the past sold gray, but that was like only like one order. There was another color, an olive green. Another person ordered from me, like a green. Those came out really, really pretty too. And I remember when I made those napkins, I thought more and more people were going to buy it, but it was just that one order. But I will say, when I made those napkins for that lady, I was like, oh, I kind of want to make a set for myself, because it was like an olive green. It was like an olive green dinner napkin. And those are colors that kind of match with like almost anything. So Those were really my best colors for that. Hey Robin, how you doing? I see Emma. Yeah, poor Mel. Yeah, Mello's gonna get better. He'll get better. He has to. Right, Mello? Yeah, he's still laying down and stuff. That's okay. He'll get better and stuff. Let's see. Hey Diane, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Muchas gracias. um, let's see. Where do you buy the towels? Um, well, those towels came from the sewing quilt show. Okay, Jenny. Um, and the label, according to this, comes from the little All About Blanks boutique. Um, personally, feeling this fabric, what I'm gonna plan on doing is go to Joann's. I'll make my own, because think about it. What's the towel? I mean, look, it's just this, right? Take the measurement, and then I turn it around, and then when I look to see, all they're doing is just sewing the edges, okay? And then look at how the edges are. They're not even like a miter edge. They edge right over, okay? They got the little thing to hang, you know, the little hook to hang, right, this thing, but you don't really need that. And then all they did was sew this. So, you really think about it, all you need is real good cotton fabric, and you could probably do this with half a yard. And I think with half a yard, you could probably do two. And then you would just go ahead and I would say just buy a strip, and you get jelly roll strip, sew it on the edge, make it cute. Lace, you could get some lace and sew it on here. You can do lace, ribbon, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options. There really are. There's so many options. The fabric edge makes the embroidery on the towel pop. It does, Sassy. Yeah, I mean, and when I was looking at it, I mean, I was like, all they did was sew fabric at the bottom of that of the towel. That's all they did. Simple. And I love that. And I love that. Oh, Evelyn says she always sews fabric to her kitchen towels. Make it fun. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at that and I was like, that was so clever, And then the thing is, there's so many different types of fabric out there. You can really dress it up really nice. I really like that idea and stuff. Hey, Miss Shirley, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Lamont. I appreciate you like the information tonight. Yeah, that somebody stole my room. I tell you, they didn't even. And then what was so funny was they didn't check the lady when the person arrived and said they were Jeanette Woods. They did not ask for the reservation. They just looked it up and gave her the room. Now, when I showed up, they wanted my reservation number. So I had to scramble and look for it. And then when I found it, they were like, "Oh, well, you checked in already." I was like, "No, I just showed up now." So that was funny. So I was like, but at least they got me a room, because, I was like, okay. But I mean, I wasn't happy with the room I got, but that was all right. It's no big deal. Stuff happens, right? You're right, Karen. In the future, I should make the reservations under Boricua Sewing and Crafts. I should. I'm not gonna use my name. I was like, ugh. I was like, I can't believe it. I'm like, ugh, that was terrible. It really was. I created my own. Jenny, this is okay. This is I'm gonna say this for everybody. Okay, this is what you do. Okay, go on Google and type in how to care for embroidery items. When you Google that, you're going to see like a whole bunch of different ways to care for it. And it'll say like step 1, 2, 3, whatever. All you do is copy and paste whatever it is that you want, okay, on your card. And then what I did was I went to Vistaprint, and here, let me show you a sample of mine. This is mine, okay? And then I just have everybody, I just put all the care instructions here, and then this is it. And then that's all it is. So the thing is, everybody's care instructions are going to be different, okay? Because it depends on what it is that you're selling, okay? So what I would do is just Google. If you go and you Google, you do care instructions for embroidered items. You're gonna see there's articles. Some articles are gonna pop up and stuff like that. Read through some of them, pick out from here and there stuff that you want on your card, and then boom, very simple to make. They're not hard to make at all. Okay. So, because it depends on what it is that you're doing, right? So not all care instructions are going to be the same. So just do that, and easy pleasy. I'm telling you, easy pleasy. And then you can make your own cards. If you want to print out your own cards, you can. Or what I do is I have all my stuff. I go through Vistaprint, and they do my business cards, they do my tags, they do my advertisement, all my marketing material and everything, and my instruction cards. So yeah. So I hope that helps and stuff. Yeah, Marsha said same. She heard the same thing. Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is on that, on washing before embroidering. This is the thing though. When you wash something, you can't really sell it as new because it's not new. That's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So I never hand wash anything. Now if a customer is going to be providing a shirt to me, right? And they want to hand wash it, and wash it before I embroider it, that's on them. But they're the ones that bought it, okay? So I am embroidering on the item that they provided me. So I don't care if they want to go ahead and do that, whatever makes them comfortable. I'm like, fine, pre-wash it, bring it back, and and then I'm still going to starch it and iron it and stuff, and then embroider on it. But the stuff that I provide, like the blanks that I buy, I don't pre-wash at all. I don't. Okay. Let's see. Trying to go down. On the back of the towels, on this one, I did not do that. Did I do it? No, I didn't. On the back of this towel, I did not put Tender Touch. Okay, it's just the embroidery. But on the terry towels that I sell, I do put Tender Touch in the back of them because it just gives it a cleaner look. It really does. So, but on these, I didn't put no Tender Touch on them. Yeah, Eartha, I love the stabilizer covers that Miss Banks gave me. I thought that was an excellent idea too. I really like that idea. Oh, thank you, Miss Parker. Well, this tumbler actually is from the Crafty Puerto Rican. She sells these. These are in her Etsy shop and stuff. So I don't know, Jenny, if you're still on, you can put your Etsy shop on the chat, please. So that way, in case people want, because she has lots of these tumblers, and these tumblers are so cute. I love them. They're my favorite. Yeah. So she has a whole bunch of them and stuff. So I got them from Crafty Puerto Rican and stuff. And yeah, she'll put her link in the chat if you guys are interested in checking out some of her Her tumblers. Her tumblers are really, she has a great selection. Mm. Oh, Juan. JC Production. Absolutely right. My name is Juan Ponce. I'm totally blank, and I currently have a 15 needle machine, and it's sad how so many people put their machines after 20,000 stitches on face. I see it all the time. Yes. I see it all the time. I'm like, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, Juan is talking about it. It's kind of like, we're talking about fear. People go in and they go, I want to do embroidery. I'm gonna invest in this machine. I'm gonna buy it, right? Then they buy it, they bring it home, they tinkle with it a little bit, they play around with it a little bit, and then all of a sudden, and Juan is so right. I see it too. Sometimes I go on Facebook and then I see all of a sudden there's these embroidery machines, and we're talking about brand new embroidery machines that I know they paid a pretty penny for, and they only have like 10,000 stitches on it, or like he said 20,000. They don't even have a million stitches on them, and they're like selling them on Facebook, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you what are you what are you doing? It's like, oh, I ain't gonna lie. If I had the room, okay, if I could fit another machine in here, I would have jumped on that, and I'd be like, you don't want it? I'll take it, but I don't have any more room. So I can't get any more machines in here right now. Okay. Um, but I would tell you, I do look, I walk around my house and I be trying to see if I can find a spot or two. And if I find a spot or two, you best believe Jeanette gonna be on that Facebook page. And when I see one, I'm gonna snag it. I'm gonna be like, I'll take it. But you can't be afraid, and you gotta go for it. You gotta stay focused and do your thing. I mean, and I think what it is not just the fear. I think what happens is people get discouraged. They make mistakes, and sometimes they don't know how to fix it or something, or they don't understand what they're doing wrong. And I even see it when people like complain about an embroidery machine, right? Sometimes they'll buy a certain embroidery machine and they complain about it, but a lot of times it's user error, because what happens is they're just learning and they just don't understand, and they're actually the ones that just don't know how to work the machine properly. So right away they think I got a lemon, or this machine's messed up, or it's broken. And it's not broken, and it's not a lemon. It's just that they just not using it correctly, right? But people give up. They give up. They get frustrated, they get discouraged, and they're like, that's it, and it's not gonna work. And they just like push it aside. And to me, my response to that is, you can't give up that easy, because in life, you're going to have challenges. You're going to have challenges. You got to just suck it up. I mean, success is hard. It's not, if it was easy for everybody to be successful, everybody would be successful. Success to me, I always even say that to my son. I say success is for those that work hard, stay determined, and are willing to go that extra mile. Those are the ones that you see. And if you read up on people that have been really successful, and you read on the struggles, like Ford, Henry Ford, when he started the Ford Auto Company, he failed 7 times trying to set up that company. 7 times. You know what? He ain't give up. He ain't give up. People around him may have been laughing at him, and I'm sure they were. And they were probably like, Jesus, find another career already or something. I'm sure he heard it all. But he stayed determined and focused because he saw his eye on the prize, and he didn't give up. Okay. And you could say the same thing about Elon Musk. You say the same thing about Steve Jobs. You can say the same thing about Bill Gates. When you see all these Michael Bell, when you see these successful people, they busted their humps to get where they're at. I mean, right now you see them and you're like, oh my God, they're millionaires. They got all this money and everything. But you know what? There was a time they weren't. There was a time they weren't. They were just having tuna fish sandwiches like the rest of us. Okay. There were times that, they didn't have two nickels to rub together, but they stayed determined, and that's the thing is that people are giving up too easy. They want something and they just wanted to be successful right off the bat. They're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to accept the mistakes. They're not willing to, they want everything to be easy. And it's not like that. Nobody's gonna, I don't know. I just feel like when you want something, you just go for it. You just go for it. And if you give up too easy when things get rough, I don't know, maybe you really didn't want it. That's how I kind of see it, that maybe it's just that it's not really something you weren't too sure about or too passionate about, because it was so easy for you to give up on it. But I don't know. But yeah, JC, I see it all the time. They're on Facebook Marketplace. Little bit of stitches, and then right away they throw in the towel. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, oh well. Oh, J-Lo. I tell people I'm not afraid not to try. It would bother not knowing if I would have tried, then what would have happened. Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't try, then honestly, you just you don't try, you got what you got. But if you try, you can have another outcome. They say the definition of insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, I mean, come on now. Since I've gotten my multi, I have done so many projects with so many companies, and I could do this as a blind person. There you go. Why can't an able-bodied person do it? Why do people want to spend $20,000 on a machine? Preach, Juan, preach. See, and I agree with him. I mean, it's not, I don't know, I think that sometimes people, they think that success is like unobtainable, or they get intimidated by other people, or they just don't believe in themselves that much. And sometimes too, though, it could be your surrounding. Okay, that's why I had said earlier, check your surroundings. Look to your left, look to your right, look to the front, look to the back. You see that somebody is in your circle that's showing this negativity, you got to be careful about that, because what happens is that's what's going to drag you in. Okay, you need someone that's going to push you. Okay, someone who's going to say, why can't you do it? Do it. My husband's a perfect example of that. When I started doing the embroidery, I did the one needle machine. I mean, and I'm going to tell you something. When I saw the SC 1900, I think it was $1,000. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I don't know if I want to spend that. And he just like took a puff in his cigar and yelled at me and said, just buy the damn thing already. So I said, okay. So I bought it. And then when I bought it, I was able to make money off of it. And I was like, okay. Then when it came to getting the multi-needle machine, I was staring at the 10. And he was, and I called him up from the sewing shop and I said, look, this 10 needle machine's here. He said, buy it. And I'm like, oh God, that's a lot of money. What if, so what I did was, he's telling me to buy the 10. So I didn't even listen to Fred. What I did was I went and I bought the 6 needle, because I was like, oh no, I don't want to spend that much money. What if it doesn't work out? We all get like that. Okay. We all get like that. I got like that. Okay. So I bought the 6 needle machine, and then 6 months later, guess what? Now I had a 6 needle and a 10 needle. Get your feet wet. Don't be afraid. But the thing is, If it wasn't for Fred, I'd probably still be looking at the machine. You know, you want people that are going to push you to get there and try. And Fred even brought up a good point. Try it, and if you don't like it, then sell it. What do we lose? And he's right. And he was like, and even if you don't want to do it as a business and you like it, keep the freaking machine. And then whenever we're going to somebody's house for dinner, you could embroider a gift for them, because it's true. Every time, we go somewhere, like someone invites us to their home or something like that, I would go to the store, I would be at Macy's or something, trying to look for a gift. Now, whenever we go somewhere and stuff and I have to gift something to somebody, you best believe I'm at Walmart or Target, and I'm looking for bath towels, I'm looking for kitchen towels, oven mitts, I'm looking for an apron, and I stick that baby right into one of these machines back here, and I will embroider a nice design, wrap it up really nicely, and I'm good. There you go. Okay. So, I mean, the machine does save us money, even on the gifts. It really, really does. Because I'll tell you what, every time I embroider something, I always end up, I don't mean to brag, but I always got the best gifts. I do. Because everybody goes, where'd you get that from? Jeanette. you know, um, Juan says, why do they want to try something that they don't know what they're doing? They're trying to learn. They're trying to learn, Juan. You gotta learn. You gotta try. That's how you learn and stuff. Yeah, but you have to yeah, you just gotta really I don't know. It depends on how bad you want things in life. That's all. If you want things, trust me, you'll go all the way and stuff. And it could be too that maybe you try embroidering and then you just find out, this really isn't for me. But I wouldn't mind doing it for gifts, and that's okay too. Everybody's journey is different. You just got to find your journey, and you just got to go for it. Okay. But don't be afraid to try, and don't be afraid of making the mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. That's how you get better, and that's how you're going to learn. And you're going to notice that the more you embroider, the sharper your embroidery is going to be, because you're going to start to understand the language of the different types of fabric out there, the different types of threads, the different sizes of the needles. I mean, you're really going to start to understand the stabilizers, what to use when. It's going to come together. It is, that's why I tell people it is a true skill. It really, truly is. It's something that you develop in time, okay? Because as you start to embroider different types of projects with different types of fabrics and everything, it starts to all come together. And it comes with the experience, with making the mistakes and everything. And, embroidering it, and you think, oh, this looks good. And the next thing you know, you're like, well, I'm going to try a different type of stabilizer. And before you know it, you end up comparing the two different products, and you're going to be like, oh, I changed the stabilizer, and now this embroidery looks sharper, it looks crisp, it looks nicer, it looks more intact. You start to learn about the tensions of your machine. And that's the other thing too. It's not just the fabrics and the threads and the needles and everything else that you have to learn. You have to learn your machine. Okay. Your machine is your baby. Okay. You're going to learn how to do, you got to learn how to adjust its tension. You got to know when your machine is not feeling well. You have to know how to maintain it. You have to know how to service it, when you should service it, and all that kind of stuff. There's so much that you have to learn and embrace and everything, and that really takes time. Okay, you can't, and this is the other thing too, don't compare yourself. It's not a race. Okay, sometimes you could be embroidering, and then you turn around, then you see someone else embroider, and you see that This person has been embroidering for over 25 years. Okay. And you're like, oh, my stuff doesn't come out like hers. Well, okay, it didn't come out today like hers because you're just starting. So you're starting to learn to build your skill set, but you're going to get there. I bet you if you saw her embroidery 25 years ago, it's probably going to look like what you're embroidering today. So it's something that builds within time. And that takes work. That takes practice. It's not something that happens overnight. So, yeah, so just keep that in mind and stuff. Oh, Denise is getting training on the ZSK. You got my dream machine. The guy's coming over to oh, I am actually looking at that machine, Denise. Oh God, you gotta tell me how that works out and stuff. I noticed they have training videos online. I've been looking at it. Not that I'm gonna buy anything right now because I don't have any room. I'm still looking around to see what other corner I can stick another embroidery machine in. But I do want to get a third machine. I don't know really what the third machine is going to be. I don't know if it'll be another brother, but I have been looking at the ZSK machines. I've been looking at those. Yeah. I heard they're very, very good machines and stuff. I believe John Deere uses those. Let's see. Hey Charlene, how are you? Hey Snowball. What's the best software for? There are a lot of different Snowbar. There is a lot of different embroidery softwares out there. This is what I recommend that you do. Well, if you use an Apple, okay, you're kind of like you know, cornered in a way, but it's not a bad corner because I'm an Apple person. I use all Apple products, so I use Brilliance, and Brilliance is really simple, and they do have a free version, but there are other software embroidery software out there that you can try. Like there's So What Pro. If you want to get into digitizing, I know there's Hatch. I'm not a digitizer. I'm more of a machinist. I love playing with the embroidery machine. I love embroidering. Digitizing is not my thing. I do know how to make modifications to certain designs, but that's as far as I want to go. If I really need digitizing, I have digitizers that I work with. So Snowbar, what I recommend that you do is look at the different types of software out there. See if they have free versions of it. I think there's one by Dime also. See if you can download their free versions. Look through YouTube and look at their tutorials, because what's important about getting the right embroidery software is you want to make sure that you're buying embroidery software that you understand how to work. Okay. What is easy for person A doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy for person B. We all learn different. We all work different. So what you want to do is you want to find the right software for you. Okay. How you doing, Mello? You feeling better? Okay. So, but look into those. Look into Embrilliance. I have a link to Embrilliance in the video description because that's the one that I use. Look at So What Pro. That's another one that's pretty popular. Hatch, I've heard of it. I don't know though about it too much. I don't know if they have free versions. See if some of them have free versions. If they don't, look at YouTube and see if you can find tutorials about them so that you can at least get to look at the interface and see if it's something that you can understand and work with. That way, before you spit your money out and buy it, you feel comfortable with it. Okay. I kind of say the same thing with embroidery machines. A lot of times people are like, oh, one embroidery machine. You got to buy what's right for you. I say the same thing about the software. Okay. But for the SC1900 brother machine, you don't really need embroidery software. The files just have to be in PS format, and you can do that with any other software out there. Okay. Um, yeah, but as you can see, Miss Parker says she likes Embrilliance too. I like Embrilliance. I think it's easy to use for me. But that's why I like to say for me, because everyone learns differently. Okay. So, but Embrilliance does have a free download version on their site. So what I recommend is download that one, try it, play with it, see if you're comfortable with it. Look at some tutorials on it. I even have some tutorials on my channel on it as well, and see if you can follow along and see if it makes sense, and that could kind of help you out. Um, oh, JC Production. Oh, you're a digitizer too? Good for you. I don't want to do both. I just don't want to do both. It's not my thing. It's just not. Um, let's see. Um, currently, let's see. Well Studio welcome hatch. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. That's something that you may want to look at, like JC Production. I want to put that up there. Softwares has different price range. Okay. Um, and also look at how they sell it. Like for Embrilliance, I know like it's like you have a certain software and then you have modules. Now the modules that you buy is the function that you need. Okay, you don't have to buy all the modules in there, but some software can be more pricier than others, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Maybe the pricier ones have more functionality. I'm not sure. Like I said, because I use Apple products, I can just use in Brilliance and stuff. That's the only one that works, but it works fine for me. It does everything that I need it to do. So yeah, but software can be very, very pricey, like Juan said. Um, you know, one hint when you start working on pot holsters, they cost oh, Juan said one hint that I would give you is start working on pot holders. They cost $1.25 at the dollar store. And you know what, Juan? They need to change that name to that dollar store and say the $1.25 store because they up them prices. And shame, right? Shame of themselves doing that. And you get two of them, and the people love them, and you make them and sell them at 10. Yep, that's true. Yep. It's the pot holders. I mean, that is true. That's another good thing you can do. And you can personalize those. And he's right. You can sell them for $10, $15 a pop. And you only paid $1.25 and you're getting two. Yep. I'm telling you, it's like you can go to Walmart, you can get these inexpensive things. And all you have to do is stick that in the embroidery machine, and you can get more than 3 to 4 times as much as you spent on that item. I'm telling you, it's like it's you can make some money. Oh, Juan, in Facebook, type in hold on, I'll tell you right now. Embroidery Happy Hour Adventures. It's help, advice, and support. That's the Facebook name. Let's see. Juan's been doing. Juan is all over the place. Oh my God, he's been doing for the blind community. Oh, how do you say that? Bridal. I know I ain't brittle. I messed that up. clothes identifiers, 2 inches maximum. Selling like hotcakes. There you go. There you go. When I do the heirloom blankets, Phyllis, how many designs do you put on the entire? Marsha, it just depends on the customer. Sometimes some customers, when it comes to the baby blankets, sometimes they just want the baby's name on it. Or you can create the design. You could just buy a nice embroidery design and stick the child's name on it. Some people will embroider the whole blanket. I only do one corner. I only do a corner, or I will place it somewhere else that the customer wants the blanket embroidered on. Sometimes they'll want it in the middle of the blanket. Sometimes they want it in the center, at the bottom, or particular. It just depends, Let's see. Where they have repository. Okay. On the one subscription of the websites have results with subscriptions. Oh, I love Creative Fabrica. Yes, I like them. That is a really good site. One, I like them because if you do sublimation, you get a whole bunch of different designs for sublimations. You also get embroidery files. I like that site. I use it a lot. If you guys don't know Creative Fabrica, there is a link in the video description to that site. You guys may want to check that out. It's really, really, really cheap. I think it's $4.99 a month, something like that. $4.99 a month. It's like $97 for the whole year, and you get access to all the files. I mean, it's like really cool. Let's see. I am going down, trying to go down. Because it's 11 o'clock and we all still hanging out. I think this might be my longest embroidery happy hour ever. May I ask you something? You have maybe 2 tree machines. Have you thought about jumping ship and just doing embroidery full time? I have one. I got 3 years. Well, less than 3 years. I retire in 2 years and 11 months. I want my pension check. That's why I am not going to leave this job and leave a pension check behind. So I am going to be doing embroidery full time after I retire from my job. So the whole reason, like this time frame right now for me, is to learn as much as possible about embroidery, the different skills, the machines, all that kind of stuff and everything. Really educate myself, grow my channel, grow my online shop. I still have a lot to learn, Juan. I really do. Like, for instance, one thing is like marketing in social media. Social media is a big thing. So now you got TikTok, now you got Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I still need to learn those social media platforms really well, so that way I can market myself more. So right now it's to me, one, it's like my plan is I'm doing pretty good. I will say I'm doing really, really good just running this business on a part-time basis. I know I'm going to do really well when I am really to, I'm fully retired. I'm going to be doing this full time. Oh my God. I'm so looking forward to it. So no, it is not a scary proposition. It's actually the goal that I want. But the thing is, I have invested so much in my career and I'm so close to the finish line that it would be foolish of me to not finish off the 2 years and 11 months. Not that I'm counting, probably 2 years, 11 months, 8 days or something like that. Not that I'm counting though, but it would be foolish of me not to finish the full 30 and grab that pension, okay? Because I don't want to lose that, because if I see what happens is if I get out now, then my pension check will take a dip, okay? Because they penalize you, okay? So I don't want to be penalized. I want that whole check. I want all my money, everything. Okay. So yeah, the goal is to retire. And then when I am fully retired, I got that check coming in. I'm good. So and then I want to do this full time. And this from now till then, this is the perfect opportunity for me to like really take some business classes, look at maybe opening up a storefront if I can, look, or explore the possibility of trying to do that. Cause I don't want a warehouse. I actually want a storefront if I can. Okay. At first I have to look at the pros and the cons. So this is really like my I still have like a lot of research and stuff like that. So, I want to take some business classes. I still want to network some more. I've been networking pretty well, and I will say my local sales are higher than my online sales, and my online sales are pretty high. I've been building my reputation around where I live right now really well. A lot of small business owners around me know who I am, they know what I do, and a lot of them have reached out to me to work on their products. So I am kind of building right now. The thing is, though, they do know that I do this on a part time basis right now because I still work, but they're okay with that. They're okay with that because they place their orders well in advance and I schedule them in. So I'm good and stuff. But yeah, Juan, that's kind of like where I stand, and stuff. So, but yeah, but I love embroidery. This is like a passion. And don't get me wrong, I loved my career as well, but I want to shift. I want, it's like they say sometimes a person can change careers like maybe 2 or 3 times in their life. So I just feel like I'm very blessed because I loved what I did. Love it. Okay. Still do, because hell, I got two years and 11 months more to go, and I'm gonna go and give it my all. But I know that when I retire, this is going to be my second career. And I love this as well. And I really, hell, I may, I even thought about possibly having an embroidery school, where I can teach people about embroidery. Or, I've even talked with the lady that owns a sewing shop by me, and she had talked to me about teaching classes there. And I told her, oh, I would love to, but I'm not ready yet. I really would prefer to do something like that once I can do embroidery full time. So, but yeah, that's where I stand, Juan. That's where I stand. But believe me, I got a plan. I got a plan, and I'm still exploring options also. And yeah, so yeah. Um, I could never do telemarketing, worked in schools for 17 years. I need the interaction. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm a people person. I am. I'm a people person. I'm the one that, even at my job, I'm the one that walks in and I go, hi, everybody. How you doing? We're going to get stuff done. And I know I sometimes get on people's nerves, especially when they say you can't do something. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do something? Why can't we do it? What's wrong? What are the obstacles? And I don't know. I mean, that's just, I really like to go to work and see people. I do. So I am looking so much forward to that. I really am. Let's see. Let's see. Going down. Are you able to see my messages I'm sending out there and you have not responded? I want to know about BX. Oh, I didn't see that one. If you're sending me messages on Facebook, I'm not reading Facebook yet. I'm sending them out there and you haven't responded. I want to know about the BX fonts. I want to know about the gift exchange and your embroidery machines. I think I answered them one. The gift exchange is in the Facebook group. Okay. And if you look up on Facebook, it's Embroidery Happy Hour Adventures. Once you join that group, you will find the gift exchange link on there. Okay. I did not see a question about the BX fonts, but you could send me a message on Facebook and I'll respond to you. And the embroidery machines that I have right now, I use Brothers. Let's see. Let's see. Crafty. See, these are pretty cool. Crafty Puerto Rican says she made the dinner napkins for her daughter for Christmas last year in beige, and she loved it. Yeah, dinner napkins are very, very popular. Do you put everything you sell on it? No, I don't, Marcia. I do sell stuff here locally, but they're not everything that I sell does not go on Etsy. I could put it, but I mostly with Etsy, I put stuff that I can kind of inventory control. Yeah, but not everything is on the site. I buy. Well, when it comes to the fabric for the dinner napkins, it's really cotton. Cotton is really what I pick. It doesn't have to be. I don't use stretchy fabric. That's for sure. But a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll just put my hand over it and I feel it, and if it feels nice and soft, I kind of grab it, and that I'll make it for it. But how could someone they stole it, Marsha? Somebody stole it. They said a Jeanette Woods showed up and took my room. And I was like, okay. I was like, so what we gonna do for the real Jeanette Woods? But they took care of me. They did. I mean, they gave me another room. It wasn't as nice as the one that I ordered, and they did give me a nice discount and all that kind of stuff. But I was kind of like, they took my room. They really did. Okay. See, I'm going down. Guys, it is getting late. It's getting late. It is past 11 o'clock. Oh, good one. Okay, awesome. I answered all your questions. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I probably didn't get to you when you put that in, but okay, well, we're straight and stuff. And let me know if you can't find the Facebook group because I would love to have you join and stuff so we can all share knowledge and stuff like that. So let's see. Oh, Denise said that she bent the needle. The ZSK, I believe it's a very good machine from all the research that I've done. Seems to be a very good machine. I'm actually thinking about making a trip out to their facility just so that I can look at them face to face. I like to actually see things and touch them and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll see when the time comes if that's something that I'm gonna do and stuff. But guys, I know I always go through all the chats. I'm gonna have to call it the night because it is late. It's past 11. I think this is the longest happy hour I ever had. And stuff. Oh, Juan, you're so welcome. Just wanted to say thank you so much for taking your time, energy, and answering all my questions. It means the world. I just shared your channel to the National Foundation. Oh, thank you, Juan. I appreciate that and stuff. And you know what? It's my pleasure to answer any question and stuff like that. I don't mind helping people. I mean, that's the whole reason why I created the channel. So don't, you know, it seriously, just ask away. Oh, what I was talking about the BX is, do you create them stuff? No, I don't. I don't create them. I actually purchase them. I always purchase my fonts and stuff. Yeah, I don't digitize at all. I really don't. I do know a little bit where I can modify designs, and I had tried, honestly, I signed up for a class to do digitizing. I got bored. It's not my thing. That's just, I'm a machinist. I'm a machinist at heart. Um, I know a little where I can help modifications and certain designs, but digitizing is not my thing. It's not in me. It's not in my soul. It's the machine. The machine is in my soul, not the digitizing. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So all right, guys. I am gonna call it the night because yeah, it is late and we all need to get to bed because we all have to get up early in the morning and we could play with our machine some more. So I hope you guys liked today's embroidery happy hour. I'm sorry it was a really long one, but I gotta tell you, I really like hanging out with you guys and helping you guys and answering questions and all that kind of stuff. Hope you liked all the gift ideas that I gave you guys. I'm telling you, that's one of the things that I love about embroidery. You can never go wrong. No matter what you do, your gift is just going to be awesome. So, guys, seriously, though, if you are thinking about selling for this season, make sure that you rewind and replay this and really take my advice about checking out your inventory, making sure your blanks are there, look at your business processes and everything. The last thing you want to do is worry about stuff that you could have taken care of this month instead of December. You want to focus on those orders. You want to focus to make sure that you're getting those products straight and getting them out to the customers out the door. Last thing you want to do is be messing around and just have to sweat the small stuff when you could have took care of it earlier. But guys, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support. Have a good one. Have a great week, and keep those eyes out for the gift miss videos. They are going to be releasing on a weekly basis. I've already pre-record all of them, so I think you guys are going to really like them. Okay, they're really cute ideas. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night. Take care. Bye.